the fart game.
Chon 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 chon.
Oh, we're not starting soon. We started.
Oh,
actually, we could just jump right over to other.
Do what you want. Oh, he did. He did.
Hi, Internet. Welcome to this Tuesday night stream of Dungeons and Dragons. I see some questions in the chat, so we'll answer those before we jump into the combat that we set up last time.
Oh yeah.
With some frog dudes.
I remember that.
Yeah. So, one, you said, where's Jake? Jake is dealing with some personal stuff tonight. So send good thoughts his way. And he will be back, obviously, but we'll see what happens. We haven't gotten any updates ourselves yet. So, so far, we're in a holding pattern, unless we hear something different. But he wishes the party the best, and is sad that he can't be here. Also, that means no music for this episode, and we didn't get to record our tracks for battle music and things to use going forward.
Boo to Jake.
But don't blame Pat. It's not Pat's fault. It's usually Pat's fault. It's a safe bet to blame. It's a safe bet to blame Pat.
Why are you like this?
But no, it's not Pat's fault. This time. Pat actually, first one here, arrived early. We didn't know if we were going to be playing at all. It was pretty much contingent on if Pat showed up. And he did. Why is he like this? I don't know. Is it cold in the basement? Was another question. It's a little chilly down here.
It's a little chilly, yeah.
I don't have the heat turned on right now, so it's just whatever temperature it is underground, which works great in the summer. Because then I don't have to turn on the air conditioning. Also, there is no air conditioning down here, so I can't.
So that's a good reason
to not turn it on.
Yeah.
I can turn on the heat, and if we want, I can do that. I just gotta hit the thermostat in the other room. That's your guys' call.
I'm good.
No, we're good.
I'm okay. I got my sweater on and I'm good.
Celine is also dealing with some voice loss issues at the moment.
Kind of squeaky.
So she may be a little on the quiet side. Thank you to the microphone. You're going to be thankful for that.
Fair, I can't pull it out this week.
You still get me microphone.
Yeah.
Grrr.
My mic will cut out before my voice will cut out before the microphone.
So, yeah. So that is that. And it says get well soon.
Thanks, Internet.
So
we're over there now.
Oh, are we?
Yeah, we're over there.
Oh,
we're back.
thanks, Internet.
To I'm working on some other stuff. We're down here. I have to think about some other things to set up. Sorry, there's no crazy progress on the shelves behind me. There's drawers, though, being put in here, so that's going to be a thing. This one's full of terrain. No voice or Jake. Yeah, it's a sad night. This is what it is. But I thought more about musicals, so obviously it's going to be more musical in its nature in that, you sing when something has to happen. Like a major event happens, right? Like it's not just everything is a song. Well, sometimes it can be.
Depends on
the
musical.
But like, character-defining moments or that kind of a thing. So I said I'm about to start a battle. Yes. First of all, thank you to Initiative Coffee Company and Elderwood Academy for their lovely products that we have our sponsorship with them. I'm actually going to be reaching out to our friends at Elderwood Academy within the next few days to possibly see if we can't work something out for some more fun giveaways in the future, as well as possibly getting you guys a discount code. So it's not just a referral link; it'll kind of be both and one and the same. Oh, thank you, Petey, for putting that in the chat. I didn't even have to bother typing out the links. So that works.
Go, Petey.
All right, so that is that. I already reminded you, so I won't again. But if you do want to donate or use Flintbucks, I will remind you to check the donation lists, as things have changed. Some things have been removed. Though if the players have those, they have them until they're used up. And the reliquary is always in effect. And most importantly, the one that happened last time, which is the party is transported to an alternate dimension that is in every way the same as the one that they are currently in, except it is a musical. So those are the kind of things that can show up. on the weird side of
Also,
the
our
table.
hair grows every short rest.
Well, we've only established that it's grown once. We haven't decided. I haven't
I
decided.
thought it was every short rest.
Well, you've only taken one short rest,
I
so
know.
you
I
don't
thought
know.
that was the rule that we.
We haven't. I haven't decided.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's really
It's your universe.
It's up to the dungeon master's determination. So if Sean or Jake or somebody else was running a game, they could decide maybe it's only the first time, or maybe it's every time. Does it grow 32 inches on a long rest? Who knows? That would be ridiculous.
Yeah.
So no, doesn't do that. It specifies short rest.
Oh, we would wake up so tired just from producing that much hair.
I feel like I don't think that hair growth. Because you don't really know, right?
It's passive.
But if it was that much,
I think I'd get tired.
would you
I feel
think
like your
would
head would be sore.
Yeah. You think about like how minuscule hair, not to belabor hair growth here, but you think about how much like little bits of hair grow. Like, would you have like a raw scalp from like your follicles just being overused?
Maybe.
Like, I think
I
it would.
think so.
Like some friction.
Yeah, right. I mean,
Actual.
well, you know how like when your beard starts to grow in, or if you shave and you start to grow in it, like you get that stubble and it's itchy because it's like the new hair growth.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but times 32.
Yeah.
Or 4.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ugh.
Interesting.
Not very restful for a short rest.
No. How many charges does everyone have?
Oh. 0.
2.
4. 3.
3, 2, 0. I also have said before, and I will say again, that I have reached out to a Twitch engineer. Currently, we're going back and forth on getting what I want and what needs to be done to make it happen. So the donations that you guys put forth this month, aside from helping the players and making fun stuff happen, go to paying that Twitch engineer to come up with cool and interesting graphical overlays, as well as other fun things. So, there we go. So if you recall, last time, the party,
Sorry, we're going into combat, and did we ever do the Ted Cooper stuff?
No, we didn't. We should have done that beforehand. Celine, why do you wait till the last minute?
Oh, we're in the middle of talking to the internet. Internet about stuff.
And she's currently dying, so.
And I don't want to be
I know. I was referring more to the 40 minutes prior to starting the game.
We're talking about football and Super Smash Bros.
Yeah, that's true. And animal reproductive organs.
And that
A
too.
lot about animal reproductive organs.
And
Dragonborns, yeah.
Dragonborns.
Cloacas.
A lot of cloaca.
A lot of cloaca talk.
Alright, so. Probably not the best food for a sore throat is popcorn. Are you serious? The D&D Beyond overlay should have changed. I changed it on my other computer and it said it did. But I will look into it in the second here. So Celine.
Yes.
How about we do this? I will tell you what Tad Cooper's stats are. Actually, one of these is still charged enough. We can I doubt that they are, but they might be. No. Alright. So we're gonna go to D&D Beyond and we'll pull up a Clawfoot Raptor. Oh wait, this one's got some charge. Like, whatever the last time we used these was. And then I will walk you through the updates based on the new sidekick mechanic here. Did I already just do that for you? All right. So, sorry, internet. This is going to take a second here, but we will. All right, Arthurcana sidekicks. So, Ted Cooper is base proficient. Well, let's see. We'll go down. I'll just go down the list and we'll adjust accordingly, right? So you've got your armor class starts at 14. Ted Cooper. Hit points starts at 16, and this will all get adjusted. So, speed is 50 feet. Okay. Strength 17.
She wrote it down as food.
I did.
Dex is 17. Con is 13. Intelligence is a 2. 1 charge for every player, by the way.
Woo! Thanks,
Thank
man.
you!
Thank you, Petey. Wisdom is a 12. Charisma is 10. Also, we're going to go through a little bit of the sidekick mechanic, so feel free to chime in. Also, while I'm doing this, feel free to ask questions, Q&A stuff, while we go through this and get this updated here. Skills are proficiency in athletics, perception, and stealth. We'll go what the numbers are shortly.
Right. Athletics.
Perception and stealth.
Ooh, if I can find that animal companion character sheet that I gave you for minus.
Pounce, which we know, I think you have that written down, but gotta move 30 feet.
Yeah, that was on the other raptor thing
Mm-hmm.
that you gave me.
Okay, so you have that. Then he has the claw attack, and then a claw attack and a bite attack. I'm not going to give you what the to hit is because that'll likely change shortly. But the damage for the claws are 2d6 plus currently 3, and the bite is 2d4 plus 3.
The save for the pounce
Is a DC 13 strength currently. That will likely change.
Okay, that's probably. So his proficiency bonus is probably a 2.
It is now. Yes.
Cool.
So, first up, Celine. He is proficient in one of the following, your choice: strength, dexterity, or constitution saving throws.
Definitely Dex or Con.
No, I know. I'm gonna say Dex.
Okay. So it will be 2 plus his dexterity modifier.
That's just for his
Wait,
saves.
for what?
Just for his dexterity saving throw, yeah.
2 plus Dex mod, which is 3.
Correct.
Yep.
Cool.
He also gains proficiency in 3 skills from the following list of your choice: acrobatics, animal handling, intimidation, nature, and survival.
And he gets 3 of those?
Yes.
I'm gonna do intimidation.
I'm going to probably say the ones that make the most sense are acrobatics and then survival.
Yeah. Okay.
So he's proficiency bonus for all of those skills is a 2. 2 plus the associated modifier. Okay. So, okay. Next up. He has second wind as a bonus action.
Ooh.
Which he can use that once per short rest. 1d10, currently plus 4 hit points he can heal.
Say that one.
He can heal once per short rest as a bonus action.
Right.
1d10 plus 4. He has danger sense, so he's advantage on dexterity saving throws against effects that he can see.
Advantage.
Yes. He crits on a 19 or 20. And he gets an ability score improvement. So you can raise 2 of his stats by 1 or 1 of his stats by 2.
Either one's a good move. His attacks are based on his strength.
Or dex. It says it doesn't specify. It says if you're not sure which one they're based on, use the one that makes the most sense. It's probably strength based on this. So you could obviously, probably, give him plus 2 charisma, obviously. Probably the best bet. I'm down to go lying.
Totally.
Yeah. But, yeah, so 2 to 1 or 1 to 2. Oh, man. Thank you, Faye, for the donation.
That's what I would probably do.
I just need to know what it was for. I missed the notification.
So this goes up to an 18. I'm doing strength and con.
I had a feeling.
Good bet.
So, what does his strength change now? The attack?
The attack.
The DC for pounce will go up by 1.
Yeah, so it'll also mean his to hit is now a +6 for claws and bite, and they are 2d6 plus 4 and 2d4 plus 4.
Cool. And what's the wave? The DC would be is.
It just goes up by 1.
It just goes up by 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then obviously any of his skills, like his it basically his athletic skill would now be a plus 6 because it is now his modifier. So let's see here how we're gonna do. Okay, so his base hit points also go up by 3. He starts at 19. Now I need you. 1 charge for everyone, including Jake. So I'm just gonna mark that down for Jake. Celine, I now require you to roll me 4d8. This is for his extra hit points, so you're gonna want to roll high.
Not bad.
Okay.
18, 22.
22 plus 8, so add 30 to his hit point total. So 49 hit points. That Cooper, as he stands as a sidekick. Okay.
Sweet. Yeah. TC, having a day.
He will gain a level whenever you gain a level. Change. So, Ted Cooper is Beast. Currently, we'll see what happens going forward. So, if you recall, you had found a Karibo.
Still got him.
And you guys were traveling through the woods, making your way towards Gouger. In this alternate universe musical land. Currently, you are aware that this is a musical. So, if you choose to kind of do that whole, I'm the character in a musical, I don't want to sing because I know I'm in a musical, you have to make that own internal struggle. But if the musical number happens, then
You gotta go.
you just kind of gotta go with it.
Yeah.
So you are aware that things are different. I want to make that known. You're aware that you're in a different universe. However, you at the moment you don't really know that it's exactly the same. You are on the same trip. Everything looks the same around you, minus the Karibo. That's that. So you guys were camping for the night. You had used all of your spell slots to show Rick Dimension Door.
Yes, I have.
That's right.
I have one though.
So I have his character sheet here. And Beyond. So yeah. And you guys were basically getting ready to camp, and then you saw coming from the woods some strange frog-like creatures. With massive, ribbony-like tentacles, a big maw. They are huge-sized creatures. So, slightly smaller than the dragon that you just fought.
Gotcha.
Oh, wow.
But about the size of the giant that died in the fight.
Okay.
They have 6 kind of milky yellow, pupilless eyes, 3 on this side, 3 on this side. Big, kind of, they look like they might be top heavy, right? They got the big feet, but they're kind of a large, wide base, and the ribbons off on the side, and they're not covered in like scales. It seems like they're sort of, if you would imagine them as if they were scaled, but the scale is sort of like grass and moss and undergrowth.
Oh.
So it kind of looks like they have a natural camouflage about them. They also do have that sort of... Oh, here, I have a little text. From the fog, a monstrous form emerges. Its initial resemblance to an upright toad is quickly dispelled as it reaches out with masses of long, writhing tentacles. 6 eyes glow balefully above its massive fissure of a mouth. I miss that little bit of text that you used to get in 3.5 Monster Manual. So, anyway, let's roll for initiative, guys. Let's do that.
I'm doing brick too.
Shit.
If you have a sheet. 21.
3.
Brina's in the other room, but that's fine. 21. 3. Gotta make it red. This guy. Natural. He's got advantage on his initiative checks there, Pat.
Oh, he does.
He does.
TC goes on your turn?
And he adds a 1.
13 for Jake.
That's
Yeah,
what his
13
bad
for
brick.
Rick.
And oh, I got a 1.
So you got a what then?
A 1.
Oh, just a oh, that's the number, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Pat.
Yeah. Go me.
Did you roll a 1?
Yeah.
Or did you roll a 2 and have a -1? I also rolled a 1.
I rolled a 16.
My dex is 11. I think yours.
Yes, Brina does only need 5 more charges to use her ultimate for those keeping track.
Wait.
You had 2. Or
Yeah, I have 5 now. Oh no, I have 4 now. 5.
I have 5 now.
You have 5 now. I have
He has 5.
I
She
have
has
4.
4.
I need 6 more.
There you go. All right. So first up is Brina.
Go.
There, I don't remember how many I said there were last time, but we're gonna say that there were 4 now.
Oh, wow, that's so
there's
many!
4.
Even if there weren't, the others emerged.
Oh, from the darkness, and we thought they were upright toads, and then we were like, those aren't upright
Oh,
toads.
and you remember that they sounded like owls because they had
Yes.
blowholes in the top.
Yes, I do remember
And
that.
as they expelled air through their blowhole, it made a owl-like sound.
Wait, who? Who?
Your turn.
I'm gonna go punch it.
Okay. Yeah. So basically, because I didn't have time to, if I was working more on this than building maps. So basically, what we're gonna say is your campsite is probably roughly, we'll say, like a 20-foot or a 10-foot radius. So it's a 20-foot circle.
Cool.
Campsite. We'll say you guys are all there. Would you have made a fire?
Have we been?
I don't know. That's something we had.
Were we on a watch yet or no?
Yeah, we were in the. It was at night.
Yeah, you guys. I don't think you had actually gotten into watches yet.
Okay.
You were kind of like having dinner, I think.
Okay.
Okay. Oh yeah, we had a singing montage. We had a cooking montage.
You did.
I'm gonna say then there probably was a fire.
A small fire, yeah.
Because we're not over the harsh hills yet. We're still on the.
No, you don't actually have to go over them because that was out of Gouager. Let me go grab the map. I want to bring it in here so you're not getting people confused.
Let me get.
Confused.
Well, at least you have all your spell slots and you didn't waste them showing.
I have usually one.
Well, at least you've only used one spell slot and you didn't
I've
waste them.
No spell slots.
You don't have any, so that counts.
So, you guys were here.
Yeah.
You're basically trying to get
Okay,
over here.
but
the harsh
we-
hills were here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys are like here.
Okay,
So
so
we're moving along.
we're not
You're-
worried. We're not worried about being seen by Gouager.
Correct.
With
No,
a
you're still
campfire.
in
We're
the-
still way far away.
Yeah, we can push you guys like right there.
Cool, that makes sense. Then yes, campfire.
Okay. So, you guys are in your little 10-foot radius circular clearing. In the middle is a small campfire. You guys hear the owls hooting, looking around. Something seemed a little bit off. And then basically coming at you from 4 cardinal directions, we'll call them north, south, east, and west. Eth, apparently.
I'm fine with
That's the name of the creatures. And they are approaching and surrounding you.
Alright.
Okay.
It's your turn.
I'm gonna attack Eth.
You can fucking say that. Alright, so you move in to attack these guys, and you can go ahead. What?
I'm looking at it. She draws all the combats, and I was
I
looking
do doodles.
at her doodles, and I was laughing at her Rick doodle. It's delightful.
That's what he is every single time.
Yeah, well, I haven't seen the other ones.
This is him in the dragon, that's me.
Yeah, the table.
Oh, you're the one with the curly hairs?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm the curly haired, he's the wavy hair.
Oh!
And you're the antlers.
Okay, yeah, antlers I got. And,
Alright, so
and
anyway, I'm
tiny
gonna
spikes.
punch Eth.
Okay, let's see.
I'm gonna punch Eth.
18 on the roll.
18 on the roll, so 27.
Okay, that is gonna hit Eth.
I'm gonna punch it with If he needs to know.
Well, you don't know yet.
That's true. That is accurate. Ooh, yep.
Popcorn bag.
Oh, that's bad. Huh?
Yeah, sorry. Talking to the internet.
Oh. That's bad. 11 points of damage.
Okay, you strike out at Eth, and he kind of punch into him, and it's kind of like squishy like a toad. It doesn't look like it'd be like slimy and squishy like a toad, but it like kind of it doesn't absorb your fist. But as you pull it back, there's definitely like a trail of slime that you didn't see there. It smells gross. It smells like a garter snake piss, like that nasty smell that they make. That's what it smells like.
Quick question.
Yes.
So, never mind. I know the answer.
Cool. Good talk.
I'm gonna do it again.
Right.
For 26.
Oh yeah. You don't get the feeling these guys are too hard to hit.
For 15 points of damage.
Points of damage. All right. Yeah. It's hard to tell. You can make me a medicine check.
10.
Yeah. Something about their strange alien anatomy. It's hard to tell if these creatures are bloodied or not. And it's just something you've never seen anything like.
Gross.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use.
Oh, I forget to use this.
Yeah, I'm gonna use flurry blows.
Okay.
27.
Yeah.
15 points of damage.
All right. Again, you continue to sort of cave in to one spot. But now, you're forearm deep into the slop. As you pull out, it's just like
through.
It's just
Yeah.
worse. And it's kind of like
Doesn't get
each
better.
time you punch it, you pull your hand back out, there's a small indentation where your fist was, but it's starting to fill back out. And each time you get it again, it's like, whoo, you're pushing the air out of it. Whoo, whoo, and it's like getting a little bit. It's like, whoo, it's getting less and less. There's less air inside it as each strike you make.
And last one. Natural 20.
All right. Let's roll that damage.
20 points of damage.
Right. And then it just sort of collapses. It's like you're punching a balloon, but you're not popping it, and you just sort of basically push the air out of it, and it just sort of
It just kind of deflates.
onto your arm. So your arm, you're about elbow deep, and you're it's weighing down on your arm as this thing collapses. When you watch
the bouncy castle gets deflated.
yeah, but it's on your arm
Just
and
all
gooey.
on it.
The little writhing tentacles just kind of
Ink my hand out.
yeah.
And then Ted Cooper, attack!
Okay, Reverence, I'd like you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Do I see it coming?
It doesn't matter.
You do.
Oh! 12.
You manage to dodge out of the way of the slop as she puts her foot up on it and it just kind of
Super gross.
goes right past you. All right, so who's Tad Cooper attacking?
Tad Cooper is going to attack north, I guess.
Okay.
He's gonna. Is he far enough away to try to pounce?
Yeah, if he backs up enough, he can try to make it, sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to pounce.
He's gonna hit with a claw attack.
Okay. Tad Cooper, no. 11.
Ooh, no, he misses.
Yeah, it's dark. He's disoriented. He doesn't have dark vision.
He does not, yeah. So, okay.
So that's
That's
it.
his
He
turn.
only gets his one attack.
For now. Next level, he'll have two.
Woo!
He'll have extra attack.
Yeah.
Alright.
So then I'm
It's
done.
proficiency bonus. Alright, then it is their turn. At the sad loss, the hooting intensifies now, and it almost sort of drowns out and drones on in your ears. I'd like all of you to make me a performance check, please.
Whoa. That's not good.
Natural 20. So a 25.
Rick has a -1.
So we got a 16.
Oh, 15 for Rick.
And I got an 8.
Okay. You
Does
can
Cat
tell.
Cooper have to as well?
No, he doesn't have to. His intelligence isn't high enough to make it really matter.
Alright.
It sounds to the rest of you just like this droning and this annoying hooting sound just over and over from 3 different directions, and it's kind of grating. But to you, you can actually hear that there is a faint melody.
Oh.
It's hard. You really got to be looking for it, but you could hear that there is ever so slightly an offsetting of the hoot of one versus the hoot of another.
Mm-hmm.
So there is actually some like harmonization, and it is I guess if bagpipes hooted,
Okay.
kind of like that.
Okay.
So it's not for everybody,
Mm-hmm.
but you got it.
I
So
like
it actually sounds pretty good to
It's
you.
not bad, yeah.
Interesting.
Tempted by the hoot of another. Okay, so there are 3 left. One has Tad Cooper in its face, so it's going to attack Tad Cooper.
That's reasonable.
So it's going to lash out with its. Actually, no, it's not going to attack Tad Cooper. They have 15-foot reach on their tentacles.
Gross.
So the one that Tad Cooper is in the face of, it's going to reach out and it's going to lash out at you, Rena, with its tentacles.
What?
Yeah, you just destroyed the 4th part of their quartet.
This little girl.
It's true. They're missing something.
Yeah.
There's like something missing.
Yeah. So you're impressed that they were able to change from a quartet to a trio so fast.
So fast, yeah.
Good improvisation.
They know their stuff.
They do. But
They're
it is. There's that
jazz
one,
players, that's why.
and it seems like it's like the soprano hoop that's missing. So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not. You don't need it all the time, but
like,
when
sometimes
you,
it's nice.
if you need it. Yeah.
What if
So
I felt it? Boom, boom.
now he just invigorates. He's advantage now.
Ooh.
That is an 18. That misses,
Miss.
right? All right. So he, and you
That
feel.
way.
You feel like the wind and a little bit of like slop as it lands next to you. And they are, I would like to stress that each kind of nodule where a shoulder joint would be has about 7 of these ribbony tentacles coming out of them on both sides.
Oh.
So you get the feeling that were they in an advantageous scenario, they could possibly shut down a whole group of very small things. With all of this. Or actually large size things. Alright. Leave. One's gonna go for you. With a tentacle? Nope, that's a 3. And Reverence was gonna go for you. Oh, but that's a net 20.
That
24.
hits.
So you are going to take from that 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Mhm.
And you are grappled and restrained.
Double gross.
Cool. That is his move. That is their turn. Rick's turn.
Time blade.
He's gonna make it bigger. It's a bonus action.
Oh wait,
Rage is also a bonus action.
I was gonna say it's a bonus action. I'm gonna rage,
Okay, so you rage as a bonus action.
and then I will attack north.
Okay, sure. So his attack. What are you attacking with?
The Titan blade,
Okay, it's a +8 to hit.
and I'm gonna do it recklessly.
Alright. Advantage.
Natural 20.
Well, that'll hit. So that's gonna be
Good job, Jake.
Yeah.
46 plus 7.
All right.
Plus the rage damage of 2. So 46 plus 9.
Ooh. 1, 1, 2, 3. Rolling like Jake.
Well, hey, you
You
hit.
didn't cast Guiding Bolt!
But you did hit.
But
though.
you hit. You hit. And hit
So
is something.
8 plus. How much was the rage damage?
It's a
7,
total of
15.
that, the dice plus 9.
Okay, so that's 17.
Total.
Or
17. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he slashes into this, and now to you. It's just like cutting a sack on a bagpipe
stupid fucking
to the air.
frog.
All right.
And that's plus 8, so 16.
16 hits. Yeah. 2d6 plus 9.
Ooh, that's better. Plus 7. No, 8 with rage.
9.
9 with rage. So 20.
20 points. All right. And he also gains temporary hit points equal to. He gets 7 temporary hit points.
Nice.
Alright.
Okay.
And it cuts, and it's just kind of like. It's kind of like now it's smushed, like it's on its big legs and its tentacles are still writhing, but it's kind of like from being a big round circle. It's kind of like
Oh, that looks unfortunate.
yeah, it does
It's like
not
a memory
look
foam that little squishy.
yeah, or like SpongeBob in that episode where he gets real sad and he smushes down.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, he looks real sad. Reverence. It's your turn.
I'm aware.
He was attacked. So East is dead. North is the one that Rick was damaging, and then South and West are undamaged.
Alright, and I am grappled and restrained, so I cannot move in to attack any of these fellers.
Yes, West has you out at like 15 feet.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Then I am going to. Yes. Yeah, there's no downside. Blair, Curse West.
Okay.
Blech.
And then I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast.
We'll be at disadvantage.
I know. I don't think there's much I can do about that.
Fair.
So a. So a 13.
It hits.
Yeah! So it will take. Ooh, that's a 1 on the roll, so it'll take 6 force
Owie.
damage.
Big hitter over here. Oh,
Guess who's going for
Wait,
round?
wait. You have Agonizing Blast?
Yeah. I took it last level.
Did you add your proficiency bonus and damage from your curse? Your attack rolls?
No, I don't have that down.
Pretty sure.
To damage, yeah. PB to damage. So yeah, that's 3 more than that.
Okay.
So 9 damage. Oh, I do so much with Eldritch Blast now.
That's good.
Time for my second blast. Bam!
Is it better?
It's the exact same. It's the
Oh.
exact same.
Hopefully it's better.
Better by 1. So that's
1
2
point
plus
better.
3 plus 5, 10. 10 damage. Bam.
Great.
Do it
Wow!
Alright.
So you're not grappled or
No, he's
restrained
still
anymore?
grappled.
Oh, I'm still
Oh,
both
you're
of
still
those things.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah. Wave.
Never mind.
I'm gonna
Come
toll
get ya.
of the dead north.
Just kill the guy.
I am.
That's one
That's
that's
what I
been
mean by I'll
attacking.
come get you out.
Thanks.
I actually am physically.
So he's gonna make a wisdom saving throw, right?
Yes.
What did you DC?
16.
He's actually gonna pass that.
Son of a gun.
This thing's really being
Overlay?
So I'm
chat.
just gonna attack him
the chat
with
thing.
vigilance.
Okay, as a bonus action.
For 13.
Hits.
Oh. For 15 damage.
Damage. Yeah, you manage. You bring down to North, who is pretty slashed up at this point, and you just kind of cave him in with the flail. He's dead.
I will action surge.
Okay.
Go after south.
You go after the one that has me grappled?
Yeah, that one.
West.
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 Yeah. All right.
And attack with vigilance for 21.
Hits.
13. No, 12 points of damage.
Okay.
Again. 18 on the roll.
Mm-hmm.
And then 16 points of damage.
Great. So, his flails do piercing damage. You bring the flail down on it the second time, and it pops like a balloon. And you both
Oh,
are
no,
covered in
slime.
stinky slime.
Mm.
You smell like garter snake pee.
I smell death.
Oh, that's gross.
Sure. If you think death smells like...
No, I do. But wait, it smells death.
Oh, that's true. Oh, that's right. You do.
Oh yeah.
Forgot about that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, it smells. Yeah, I mean, it just
It
smells.
smells-
It smells bad, but I don't know. I don't know. How
It
to say
smells
it
fun.
smells like
Like
death.
being babies.
All right. Then it is going to go back to the top, and it is Brina's turn.
Who's still alive?
Just
South.
south and... Yeah, just south.
Go punch south.
All right.
maybe not. 13.
It hits.
Dope. 15 points of damage. And natural 1, so that's a no. Fury of blows. Hit.
Mm-hmm.
13 points of damage. Hit. 15. He was attacking north before, right?
Yes.
So he's gonna try to bounce.
Sure.
16.
Hits.
Ooh. So it's a claw attack, right?
Yes.
That's mine. And it's a D4. Of course it doesn't count.
13 points of damage.
Alright. It's still up, so it's gotta make a strength saving throw, DC 14. Didn't kill. Doesn't matter, it's the same roll. Yeah, he fails. So he's knocked prone.
Yep.
And now he can bonus action attack with a bite.
Ah! Doing it.
And have advantage because he's prone.
That's a very good thing. Oh! He crits on a 19 or 20!
He does.
Oh!
That's 46. 44.
44. Can I borrow some d4s? Can I
44?
borrow- I need one more d4.
That's a lot.
Oh, that's a d4. I forgot. Doesn't look like a d4. 8,
Nice.
11, 14, 18.
Yeah, Tad Cooper. How would Tad Cooper like to kill this frog, hooting frog?
With a bite.
He's biting, right?
Yeah.
I want him to bite at one of the joints and rip it out. Really, really.
Okay.
So all the tentacles are, and then all the air just deflates out of that hole.
It does. Yeah, and that's exactly what happens.
Yeah, so it's dead.
There it is, yeah. These two smell.
I cast shield.
You have no spell slots left.
I have my sorcerer spell slot left.
No, that's true, I forgot.
Why did you cast you?
To see if I could wild magic search.
What'd you roll?
A 5.
Oh no, you
No.
still have some time left.
Ah, no!
Well,
this
give it
is
another
bad.
shot.
Oh, after.
Oh, thanks.
I still smell death.
Cool. Then I go to bed. Never
Yeah.
mind.
So, sleep death.
No, alright, so you guys go.
What?
Did you guys know? No, since the world went wavy for a second and people started singing that all the things we run into are really weird, and I surreptitiously point to Karibo.
It's funny you should say that.
What's funny about that, Rick?
I agree totally.
Oh, we're singing now?
That actually is pretty funny. Alright, good night.
Yeah.
Sorry, Rick. Nobody wants to sing with you.
I can squeak.
No thanks. Are you trying to be one of the Ted? What are the monsters called that we just fought? Are you trying to be a?
Here you go.
Yes. Yananoid?
A Yananoed. You're such a
Yananoid.
It's
Yananoed.
YANN-AN-OED.
I don't know.
I feel like that's written in the same alphabet as.
Burner.
It's entirely possible.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, good night.
Yeah.
Wave's gonna take first watch.
okay.
Rick will take third or second.
Yeah, I'll take the other one.
I take the last one because it's light up.
Okay.
Lightish.
Great spell. Great first level spell.
What did you roll the first time?
5.
I like your 1%
What? Why?
Because here in Magic World, rules are different.
I didn't know that. 70.
Ooh, see what that does. Okay. Everyone in the party becomes invisible for the next minute.
Oh, where'd you go?
It ends if they attack or cast a spell.
That would have been awesome.
It would have been great, but they would have turned invisible too.
Oh.
Every creature.
Oh, that's great. But still awesome.
So,
So we all turn invisible, and you just hear a chuckle that you would assume belongs to Reverence, but he's never done that before.
Reverence, did you take the rest of my gouge relief?
No.
I'm gonna shape water to see if I can see the water. If it's visible or not.
the water is not invisible. You cast a spell, so it ends.
Ah!
You're visible.
Right. That's it.
Okay. Well,
And then after a minute, you're visible.
Yeah, so here in Magic World, you need to write this down. While magic surges happen on some other numbers.
Reference page. Alright.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm still writing here in Magic World.
Oh, okay, I'll wait.
Thank you. Alright, now I'm ready.
2, 5, 6, 14.
Does it still happen on the 20?
Yeah.
The OG 20?
Yeah, and 1.
1, 2, 5, 6, 14. Awesome.
Yep.
so giddy.
Shut up. I'm gonna cast shield so much more now. Like
Just cause.
twice a day.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Big spender.
I know.
Hey, big spender.
Maybe I'll take another level of sorcerer so I can get sorcery points. So once a day, I can convert them and get an extra sorcerer spell slot.
Ooh.
Increase my chances of wild magic surges.
Oh.
That will be the death of this party.
I mean, I'm okay with that for once.
Me trying to wild, so it'll be my fault.
Yeah.
It's fair. It's fair.
Alright, you guys all get the benefits of a long rest. That death smell when you wake up significantly stronger.
Is good.
Why did the death smell get stronger?
What are you talking
I
about?
don't know.
I will never know. I don't know why I'm like this.
Self-aware now.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a big step. I'm proud of you. The first step is admitting you have a problem.
Problem.
He never said that being like that is a problem. He just said he didn't why he's.
I agree.
Sure.
It did start as a Rev laughing and then slowly turned into Sean.
I tried to hold it in, and then I started actually laughing at Pat trying not to laugh at me fake laughing.
Listen, if you fake laugh, you will instantly try to make yourself real laugh. Not instantly, but
It happens.
it happens.
Yeah.
When you get the best photos, like when looking like you're having a good time by doing like fake laughs, and then you end up real laughing.
That is fun. I just tell people to smile better.
Am I doing it?
No, you're not. That's bad. Smile better. Close your mouth. No one wants to see your gum. Alright, now close your lips too. That's too much. No, that seems contract a little less. Like open them a little. Yeah, bring the sides out more. No, that's in, up. I want them up. Up.
They don't go up!
Go up! You're not doing it.
I'm going up.
Just stop. Just try and do a silly face. Yeah, that's better, actually. Yeah, just do that. Yeah, those are overtly silly faces. No one's gonna be like, that's what your smile's like, because you don't want them to see what your smile's like. That's bad. Yeah, they'll just be like, that's a funny face for a picture. Get one hair on your mouth.
So, you guys wake up the next morning.
Yes!
Gone.
Well, thank you, family that games together, and all of you lovely folks. I'm glad that we brighten your day when you see us pop up on your feed on the Twitters. I'm going to change it so I can also have it pop up on people's Facebooks as well, because why not, right?
I don't have a good answer for that.
Exactly. I don't have... Where did that go? So, you guys, what's the plan? Same as yesterday?
Keep on trucking along.
As we're trucking along. So what's our plan? We're just going into this not knowing what's gonna happen and just kind of hoping we don't die?
I don't know why
Is
you're...
that... I don't know, you're kind of part of the party.
I've made a decision on making decisions and plans.
That's fair.
I only intercede when I feel you're walking.
Like, do we have a
death.
plan going into this?
Don't die.
I don't know if Abby, I thought you guys had kind of more of an idea of what was going on.
Yeah, well, you're a kid, though.
Yeah. Fair. Alright.
You should have seen her. Dude. Oh, fight Rick. Beat Rick up there.
I was close.
I showed her.
I was close.
Really though, he pummeled the kid.
You beat up a child. You should be very proud.
Yeah, but defenseless
Well,
little close.
You know, she put up a good fight, but I'm Rick.
Cool.
Mm.
Great, Rick. I really like it.
I enjoy it.
Yeah, crushing it.
You're doing a great, Rick. I'm not allowed to respond positively because that's how Red is with Rick.
We should have one day where we all just swap characters and play each other's characters.
I like how I thought about doing that.
That'd
In a
be
game
funny.
where basically like you get put in other people's bodies, so like everyone past your character sheet, one person to the left. Go. That was an idea I had.
Man.
That was an idea I had. I had that idea for not Trial Adventure, for Triple D, and then I was like, oh, they don't know the game well enough.
Yeah, no.
Like it wouldn't be fun. It would
No.
be a lot of work.
Yeah.
I feel like if we did it, it would be fun.
Yeah.
Like we all know each other's characters well enough where we could just
I'm indifferent.
so whatever.
You guys traveling along.
Yeah.
Just enjoying the musical.
Yes. Rick's great.
You guys kind of come toward or further into this forest. It's the trees have been relatively thick, close together, so traversal has been not slow, but not you're not moving at top speed. Plus, it's a very alien world, and even though it's the same, clearly there's creatures that don't seem like they fit in this world, like what you just encountered. And you kind of are walking along, things are going well, and I would like everybody to make me a perception check, please.
Ooh.
Go Rick. 20 not natural for Rick.
20 not natural for Rev. Rinse.
25.
Okay.
Was that natural?
23 for Wave.
Yeah, no.
Okay. So you guys are all pretty much aware. Like you're not really sure when it happened, but it happened at some point recently, and you realize that you're no longer walking in the lush green coniferous forest that you were in not that long ago. You're now sort of in an area of burnt, like it's a grove of trees where all of the it's like the cold air seemingly stops. That's sort of what catches you first, is like, oh man, it's kind of a little warm here. And then you kind of all come to the realization that you look back and you don't see the trees that you were walking through, and you look ahead, and you don't see them either, and you seem to be in some sort of kind of grove, if you will, of just burnt trees everywhere. It's
When
Yeah.
did that change, guys?
Burnt trees.
Why is that funny? Wait.
Burnt trees.
What?
Beef.
You can make me a religion check. So can you.
Oof. No. 6.
11.
I'll say that you can kind of tell there's some sort of, whether this is consecration or desecration, you're not sure, right? You tend to think probably desecration because things are burnt, depending on the god, it could be different. And yeah, it seems like this whole area there seems to be in some form, some sort of holy or religious aspect to this sort of burnt area.
Detect magic.
Okay. There's like a very, very faint, like the kind of whole area sort of permeates with not overly strong, but an evocation magic and a conjuration magic.
Hey, wait, if you got that look in your eyes again. Yeah, there's magic. Not the enchantment type, but
What type?
evocation, conjuration.
Oh. Cool.
How wide of an area is it? It's just
It's far
as far as we can see.
Yeah, currently.
Ugh.
Are we on the coast or in the forest?
Well, you were in the forest, yeah, and you seem to be, but it's a different sort of forest. Can't see the forest for the trees at the moment.
I am going to.
I'm gonna get a chuckle out of that one.
I'm gonna walk. Wait a second. I'm gonna walk back the way we came, like 100, 200 so feet. Actually, first I want to try and I'm gonna try and see if it's an illusion.
Okay,
Try and
sure.
see if
Make
I
me
can
an
see if it's
investigation check.
11.
Doesn't seem to be an illusion,
All
as far
right.
as you can tell.
Doesn't seem to be an illusion. So wait a second. I'm just gonna run like 100, 200 feet back and like around the point where I kind of realized where the fuck we were and see if I come out of something.
Okay, yeah, so you take off running about like 200 feet in the other direction, and you run and you sort of stop,
Mm-hmm.
and you turn around and you're right near where everybody else is, like you never left.
Oh, that's disconcerting.
Wait, what? You just what?
Yeah, I'm aware.
Yeah, like you guys see him run off that, and you turn, and he's like, you hear the footsteps of him coming up. He's behind you.
I want to try.
Yeah, you do, and then as soon as you
I'm
kind
gonna
of
pick a different direction.
yeah, and
where
as
you
soon as you sort of stop, and then like you guys hear the footsteps, and she's like from the other, like the opposite direction she ran. She's coming from that way.
Oh, all right. Yes.
Guys, I'm so fast.
Try again.
Or like the world's really.
Either way, cool. So we're stuck here, I guess.
Not necessarily. Keep going.
Oh, but we're just gonna end up back around.
We've only tried one at a time. If this group is the focus of the magic, keep on coming back to the group. The whole group leaves.
We should leave something as like a marker, or like carve a tree, what's left of a tree, or something, so that if we do
I
end
got
up
an
looping back,
idea.
we can see it.
When he punches down a tree.
Okay. And as he does that, sort of from somewhere, but you don't know where because it kind of just fills your mind and the area around you, there's sort of like a screeching sound in the air as he punches this tree and it falls over.
Oh, dude, don't do that.
That's good.
You don't know where, it just sort of fills the air around you.
That was disconcerting.
Let's run. Let's move.
It falls over.
And we keep moving.
Yeah.
Punch something else.
And what does he punch?
A tree.
And it falls, and there's another screeching seems louder at this point.
We should move.
Punch the ground.
Punch.
Nothing.
Should we move?
I'm gonna go look into one of the holes left by the falling trees. See if there's anything weird about it.
Okay. And as you move over to go look into that, and I will say, kind of at this point, not tied in directly to this, but sort of kind of increasing in general, seemingly as you became more aware of what's happening, a sort of smoke-like fog has begun to sort of permeate the area. And it's not like a fog, it is a smoke, so it is sort of assaulting to the eyes and the senses, and it's just like, it didn't seem like it rolled in from anywhere, it's just sort of now it's here.
Oh.
And like, you kind of are brought up, because that kind of like, in the back of your throat, like, that's what draws its attention to you. So, you go over to look into the stump, the kind of splintered edge of this tree. And you look inside of what was there, and there is some kind of like shriveled up, like grotesquely long, like lanky limbed, cloven foot creature that's kind of like shriveled up, seemingly dead inside this like tree, like at the base of it where the roots were.
Game.
Yeah.
I show all that.
You guys see this?
Well,
Like a shriveled up cloven hoof thing.
I'm
That's
sorry.
seemingly dead.
My mom goes to bed super duper early, so I needed to answer her before she went to bed.
Shame on her, internet.
I'm sorry.
You should
Shame me.
Come up with a punishment, and we'll enact it in game.
I'll do it.
Faye, I'm talking to you because I know you're still in the chat. So,
Brina gets feline leukemia.
oh no, that's the worst one.
Yeah,
Whoa!
it's the same as feline AIDS.
Whoa!
Anyway,
Can I just do the 10?
Can you do 10 push-ups?
I can attempt to do 10 push-ups.
She's working on it.
That's not my question.
I can do at least 5 good push-ups. 8, but the last ones might get a little funky.
Fair.
I might be able to make it to 10. Anyway, so there's a weird cloven hoof baby thing inside.
we got
Yeah,
detect magic on it.
It doesn't really have any matter. It's clearly dead. But when I say, when I say baby, like, I don't mean humanoid, like human baby, right? Like, it is a fetal creature.
Yeah.
But it has like a longer, like almost longer disjointed arms. Like, you get the feeling that if it were to hunch, they may drag on the ground. But they seem to be, there's only 4 like appendages, and they are kind of 2 claws, cloven feet, and the head does not look like a head that we would imagine, right? Like, it comes up and it has sort of like off the neck, there is like a massive kind of maw like this, and then like above that maw, almost directly, it sort of like splays out in eye stalks.
Oh.
And almost, they almost look like antlers, right? Like out the top, but there's like, there's clearly like a socket where an eye was, but they're dead at the end of each of those. And they're like very tiny.
The heck is going on, guys?
I stab it. Just to make sure.
I look into.
You see.
Is there one in both of the trees that got knocked over?
And you see, like, you stab it, and you see that there were little roots that were like that it was sort of attached to the roots of the tree.
Oh.
And
Does it seem like these things were like died when the trees burned?
you can make me an Arcana check or investigation check. Is he watching right now?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
20.
Yeah, you get the feeling that whatever burnt this tree
Uh,
killed the thing inside it.
so the thing inside didn't come from this destruction of the grove.
No, you get the feeling that possibly where this tree do have grown, so would have this creature.
Inside of it.
Correct.
Okay.
Oh, so whoever destroyed this grove of
We're
trees.
trying to destroy these things.
Alright, so we've solved the mystery of the burnt trees. Now let's try and solve the mystery of getting out of here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I don't want to investigate any more of this.
Well,
this isn't our
when
business. This ain't our Jim Jam. How close to Gouger are we? Do we know? Do we have any sense?
we're vaguely there-ish.
Well, I'm saying,
Yeah,
as
you're
we've been traveling.
you're vaguely there-ish, but you also don't really know if where you are currently.
I mean, none of us have been here. Like, we've never traveled.
Yeah.
this
That's
far.
true. You don't. This
Yeah.
may be just a thing.
Yeah.
You didn't think to. No one asked like Doug or any of the people
No.
that made that trip
No.
like what to look for.
No.
And Nivra had died, so she didn't get to ask her.
Yeah.
There were a couple other people that did make it, but no one asked.
Yeah.
Like, oh hey,
Hindsight.
Yeah. Alright. Well, when we got here, I felt that just got a feeling holy something happened here, either holy or unholy. This is something divine, some kind of divine. So now I think
Okay.
that this land was either desecrated or consecrated. Those things
Mm-hmm.
had an effect. Someone took them out. So let's try as a group to leave.
Yeah.
Because it seems like good work was our.
All right. On traveling.
Rick, what do you think?
Oh, halfway there.
I couldn't. I couldn't.
Okay. Right.
Living on a prayer.
I couldn't agree. That is.
Living
You do live on
a
prayer.
Well,
To your
prayer.
person.
No, I live on food.
Yeah. But I
I
mean,
sustain myself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
This is
but-
Rick's or
that's
Wade's.
pets. You decide how you want to use
Increased
it.
damage on an unarmed attack by 1 die. Rick's.
Ooh, by 1 die. So that brings his punch up to a d6.
Oh.
Offhand punch.
Rose to a D8.
Oh.
Alright. Yeah, as a group, let's try leaving.
Is that your inside of the
Yeah. I
pen?
was like, what is in my hair?
Don't feel bad, Faye. Do your thing. So yeah, you guys walk for maybe another 15 minutes. I would like everybody to make a perception or investigation checks.
It's 20.
Rick got a 14.
12.
I got a 9.
Yeah, 12.
Brina, you notice after about 15 minutes of walking, you're walking, you turn back and you see the 2 trees that were knocked over.
Guys, they haven't moved. Those are the trees that we punch.
Alright.
Oh, that Rick punch. So I think we're stuck here.
Give me a. Wait.
You?
Wait.
Yourself?
If I could only dimension door 1
How many times can you do it?
twice. But if I dimension door out of here, I can't promise I'll dimension door back.
Fair.
I promise nothing.
Don't tell
If these things were already dead when the forest was burnt down.
No, the forest burned down and killed them.
Yes. Oh, sorry. If they were already dead by the hands of the burnt forest, what shrieked?
That is a fair point.
Shit.
Should we keep punching things down and find out?
Give me a second. I'm gonna pray on it. So I'm gonna bust out my priest's pack.
Yeah.
Pull out a little prayer rug, light some incense. I'm gonna get one of those things. Swingy thing, censer. I'm gonna censer the area a little bit around the dead baby. Because death.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do my thing. Say some prayers.
The +1.
Carve a little notch into my. Thank you. Carve a little notch into my antler. It's a thing I do.
Sure.
Sure.
We were learning.
And then I'm gonna take a minute and pray on it. see.
Is that why the other horn's gone? You just carved so many.
No,
holes,
that
you
was
just
just
sheared it off.
battle damage.
Alright.
That was battle damage.
Rep, do you mind if I add a little something to this? I just feel like it's just needed.
Yes, I do. And then I'm gonna keep going. And yeah.
What are you guys all doing while this is happening?
I wanted to, but Rep told me to stop.
Meditate.
Yeah, faithful.
Okay.
Rick will try to meditate, but it's. I don't really know.
I'll lead you guys in some yoga.
No,
You about to shit yourself?
I'm meditating. Nope, didn't get anything.
Rick, can you keep down your meditating? I'm trying to pray. Sorry.
So you see, Rick, as you stop meditating, that like whatever Brina is doing, Tad Cooper is like mockingly doing it behind her without her seeing. Like behind her back, like like
What?
Well, she's not paying attention.
Whoa!
You don't know, you're not.
I know, but it's a it is now a guess.
Yeah, you can thank the internet for your punishment.
Oh, that's my punishment now?
Yeah,
That's
Tad
awesome.
Cooper is Team Groot now. So he's just gonna
Son of a
mock you and be sassy
Bitch,
the
I
whole
don't
time.
want another.
Let's
It's all over
Felix
again.
all over again.
It's literally all over again.
I throw Tad Cooper some scraps.
He eats them. But like sassily.
It's like I'm eating them because I want to eat them.
Not because you gave them to me. Yep. Oh, I'm gonna have Jake play Tad Cooper. Like
He's gonna be so good.
He's gonna be so good at
He's gonna be so
personality.
good at
It'll be
it.
great. Thank you so much.
That was a good one.
This is a good one.
That was a good one.
All right. So, yeah, make me a religion check at advantage +1 from Wave's guidance.
All right. 21.
Okay, and you were praying for
Um.
Guy, or were you?
Yeah. Yeah. Guidance, because there was because of the holy aura of this whole thing. I'm just like, there's some death here. Gallimore, what's up?
Gotcha.
How do we leave?
Okay. So you're sitting there and you do all your little quirky things that you do that are part of your ritual as you sit there and you're praying. And, you know, you're figuring out what's going on. And you feel, as you're kind of sitting there, you feel like, you know, kind of like you're being moved, sort of. Like you're still aware and control of your own faculties, but as you sort of kind of get up and survey the land, you feel your sword being like your sword hand with your sword in hand, sort of being like lifted.
No, I roll with it.
And it just sort of like this way, a little bit this way.
Good.
And you're swaying. You 3 steps forward. Into a tree.
Ah!
You are Princess Branding this so hard right now.
I am. And this tree screeches, and it loses form of what it was of a dead tree. And you see that as the illusion sort of drops, it is like 15 feet tall.
Oh shit.
And it kind of like it opens up, and it is a tall, sort of broken, cracked, craggy, stone-like skin, like a tree that has been burnt. And you see like imagine when you throw a log in the fire and you see like the embers and it kind of like crackles and makes like a scaled like pattern. Creature like that with these cloven, long kind of digitigrade legs with the cloven hooves and these long arms that almost reach the ground with these 4 massive claws, and this head with this big maw that's about the size of you with these antler-like appendages, and the eyes at the end of each one of them are goat eyes, sideways.
Oh,
weird.
whoa!
Ugh.
And you watch as it sort of opens its mouth, its tongue, and it starts moving around as like a tentacle. I would like everybody to roll for initiative.
Ew. Yeah. 13.
20.
Rick gets a 9. I get 4.
So 9, you get 4. I know. Rev, you're up first. Chat says, don't worry, it's his uncle, guys. Everything's fine. It's Rev's uncle.
Messed up. Bleh.
Yeah,
I curse it.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then I'm going to attack it.
I will say that kind of once the impact happened on this thing, the smoke intensified.
Oh.
And now everything is considered lightly obscured, so your attack rolls are at disadvantage.
Okay.
Due to the smoke and the fog.
I don't think I can combat that. No. Alright, well, wait.
Okay.
Attack it at disadvantage. Ugh. Does a 25 hit? Wow, does a 15 hit?
It does not. You crack into this kind of the hardened scale outside seems to like the tree and the kind of like a flame hardened tree. I think thorn oak and shit. Not breaking through it.
Cool. Try it again. Oh, cuts like a knife. Before I do that,
go on.
I would like to. You know what? No. Wait till next turn. One of my inspiration cards is choose one enemy you can see, gain advantage on all rolls versus that enemy. So next turn I'm gonna do that.
Fair.
So for this turn, I miss.
Okay. Then it's its turn. All right. So you're basically right there, sort of touching it.
Yeah.
But it does not seem happy. So it's gonna stand up to its full height.
Okay.
And you watch as its claws sort of extend, and they become tentacles.
Ew!
Yeah.
This thing's gross. So many tentacles.
And let's see. Yeah, you watch as it retracts its tongue tentacle, and it kind of heaves up its chest, and it kind of just like seems like it breathes out, but all of the cracks and crags in the body sort of seep and open slightly, and clouds of smoke kind of just erupt out of it in like a 10-foot radius around it. And it sort of, you see that as it starts off just as smoke, but then you see that coming from the smoke, because where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah.
And there are embers, little tiny tieflings in the smoke. Give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Shoot. You're okay. You're okay.
I'm gonna say you're the only one impacted.
12.
You are gonna take 28 points of fire damage, cut down in half because you're a tiefling. Go 14 from this thing, and that is all it does.
It's hot.
This turn.
It's hot.
Then it is Breen's turn.
I'm gonna punch it.
Okay, so you move up to it. The embers sort of die out around it, but
okay.
So it's just kind of you were the only one near it because you kind of went to it.
Yeah. What are you gonna punch it with? Thoughts or prayers?
Okay.
Well, that's a bonus action to cast the spell. It's still a solid move.
Okay.
You can do both.
I can do both.
Yeah, stunning
Stunning
strike. You
strike is just a thing we do?
Yeah, when you hit,
It's just
with a weapon attack.
All right.
It specifically states weapon.
Would
so
staggering or blinding might be better to do against?
Which one?
I don't know what they do.
blinding
It's smite or staggering smite?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm assuming blinding smite blinds them if they fail.
That's
Safe bet.
Yeah.
Staggering them.
Blinding smite does an extra 3d8 radiant damage, and they have to make a con save or be blinded.
Okay.
And staggering, which is one I've never used,
with some accomplishment.
That's not necessarily true.
Staggering. Does 4d6 psychic damage, and they have to make a wisdom save, or have disadvantage on all attack rolls and ability checks, and can't take reactions until the end of its next turn.
Ends.
I'm gonna do.
Pretty cool. I mean, it's a 4th level spell, so like using a 4th level spell slot on that, I don't know if I would do, but for free, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that what you're gonna do?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to.
So that's your bonus action. Your attacks are at disadvantage because of the smoke.
That's not good. 11.
That's gonna miss.
I'm gonna try.
I assume.
Do the spell?
It's a concentration spell up to a minute.
So is it like, how did the mechanics work on that? Do I cast it and then punch?
Yeah. You cast it on yourself, and then the next time you hit something,
There you go.
it activates. So if you miss this turn, as long as it doesn't hit you and you break concentration before next turn,
It's still up next
still
time, and
up.
it doesn't count as a bonus action.
correct. You could just punch, all
Okay.
with this up. You just can't do it all at the same turn.
Okay.
Right. It's just
Okay.
you need to not drop concentration
Yeah.
beforehand.
20. Not natural.
That one?
So it was 46, right?
Yes.
Plus my normal 2d6.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Within my die, does it matter? Psychic versus.
No.
Okay.
Oh no. 24 points of damage.
It seems to reel a bit from this damage, but not more so than you would think usually.
Could I have
And
also
that's to
done
make the wisdom save.
Yeah. Wait, could I?
20.
Yeah.
Oh, that passes.
Yeah. Passes. Could I have also done stunning strike on that same punch?
No. Oh wait.
Yes.
Yeah.
Couldn't I?
Yeah, it's when you hit.
Yeah.
And it doesn't use them if anything.
No, just.
Yeah,
keep
just
walking.
to use the key point. Yeah.
The 19.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was worth a shot.
No, it was good. If you had stunned him, that would have been big. Turns the game.
Yeah.
Turns the battle.
Ted
Cooper.
Tad Cooper is gonna attack now. Also at disadvantage.
What are you doing?
I know, I'm just giving your dice back. Give me a second. No, wait, this one
Yes.
and this one.
Yes.
Okay.
I'd like you to make me an animal handling as you're trying to get Ted Cooper to do something. And he's sassy teen
Is this
fruit.
gonna happen every single time?
Maybe. Pay more attention. Who did this to you? Yeah, he's kind of just like ruffles his feathers at you, just stares at you.
Alright, well, if we die, it's your fault!
Ted Cooper. He doesn't say that, but I say that. It'll be better when Jake's here. It'll be more, it'll be funnier. Yeah. Rick's turn.
I'm gonna rage
Alright. Magnus.
and recklessly attack
Okay.
with an
So
18.
Tangs might stay up, or is it
No.
gone now that I hit?
It's a one-time use thing.
Yeah, it's gone.
Just make- It
just
Sorry,
stays up
use the
until-
title? Yeah, it's a
Just
plus
make
8 to hit.
So 14 points of damage.
2d6 plus 9. For the Titan Blade?
Yeah.
Okay. How much?
Six. Yeah, 16 points.
16 points. Got it.
Attack again. 20
Yeah, that hits.
and 11 plus 7, 18 points of damage.
Alright, yeah. Slashing into this thing. It seems like it's not, affected wholly differently. It seems like it's doing what he would expect it to. Wave.
Soul of the Dead.
Okay. Wisdom save.
Yep, 16.
Oh, 20.
Ah, shit. And then I'm gonna attack it.
Okay.
Disadvantage. Oh, Dub 19.
Nice.
On the roll.
Well, that'll hit.
Without the additional tips. 11 points.
11, 10.
We didn't. Yeah, we got the full rest.
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm gonna action surge.
Yeah.
And attack it again
Sure.
with vigilance. With an 11.
That's gonna miss.
And I'm gonna attack it again.
Sure.
This time for an 18.
Well, that will hit.
And another 11 points of damage.
Reverence.
Yes.
Your turn.
Bonus action. I'm gonna activate Chokeling.
Good call. Alright, now reverence. It's your turn.
I don't remember.
Rick got 7 hit
Yes.
points for that.
Temporary hit points. Yep.
Cool. Then I'm going to bonus action cast Hex with one of my sorcerer spell slots.
Oh, then I will need you to roll.
It is a 7.
Ah.
That's not one of the numbers. But yes, I'm going to hand in my faded inspiration card, giving me advantage on all rolls against this creature, so they counteract. So I will slowly hit. Does a 25 hit?
Yes.
That one's actually 25. Boom and boom and how big is this thing?
Huge.
Huge. All right, then I'm going to use the
Friggin'
spell
huge.
slot and smite it. So I'm at 4th level smites now, right?
If you use those spats.
Yeah.
Smite.
So that's 5 extra. Is it undead?
No.
Is it humanoid?
Nope.
It's not a fiend.
It is not.
All right.
It's just some weird freaking creature.
That is what it is.
Sweet. 10, 20, 30, 36, 39. 39 damage.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
And it is knocked prone because it's huge or smaller.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attack it again.
Okay. How much damage? I'm sorry.
39.
Gotcha. Cool.
Alright. Now, would I have advantage? Because it's disadvantage, counteracted by advantage, and then there's another advantage in there. So,
Sure.
how do you want? Okay, cool. And let's go with you two. 18 on the roll.
Well, that'll still hit.
Hoping for a 19 on the roll.
I assume.
And this time, just regular damage. And, ooh, cool. It's gonna be plus 9, so 20 damage.
Yeah. Okay.
And to describe my descriptive combat, it's gonna be like a.
It's a charge per person, by the way, from Jake.
Woo!
Jake!
So
I'm gonna check. It may be to one person, but
I'm gonna, do a head fake one way, slash him to knock him down with the smite, and then run up and do a stab down on him. Ha! Sure, I don't say ha ha.
Would you say your sword is singing through the air?
I farted a little, which was like a tiny song. A 1-note song. Ooh, it's 2 notes. It's got a second note.
Toot toot.
Mm.
You get reality or?
Yeah.
Oh no.
It smells a little bad. I farted. And that's my turn.
thank you. All right. So on its turn, you guys are all right up in its business except for Tad Cooper.
Yeah.
I'd like everybody to make Constitution saving throws, please.
Rick makes them an advantage.
No, not con.
5. 9 for Rick.
12.
Fail.
25 for me.
Oh, well, that's a
Can I
pass.
roll so lucky on
It was a natural one.
Oh,
He's
he's
got
got.
feet. Lucky.
it? The feet lucky.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Rick's gonna use an inspiration.
A charge.
Yeah, that must be what it is.
Is he
Actually,
his charges? Probably not.
22.
22 will succeed. Say, I would not spend Rick's charges without Rick being here.
Yeah, don't spend the charges. I mean, Jake's in the chat. Jake, you want us to use a charge?
I don't know if he's still.
Oh.
I
Never
think
mind.
it's
Awkward.
Rick. He probably wants it. Alright, so, you failed. You passed. Rick failed. And you passed. So, Rick's gonna take 36 points of fire damage.
Oh.
You're gonna take 18 points. Brina's gonna take 18 points. Wave's gonna take 18 points. Brina.
Kept up concentration on Hex.
Cool. I'm gonna punch it.
Okay.
Can we tell if it's bloodied or not? I don't know if it is.
You can make a medicine check. This thing's anatomy is
Weird.
Bonkers.
I can just make a medicine check just to see.
Giving you, yeah.
22.
Yes, you would think that it is. As hard as it is to tell.
Okay. I'm just gonna punch.
Okay, at disadvantage.
What did it do again exactly?
It's smoke and embers came out of all the cracks of its body.
So Dusty wouldn't take the D8.
It wasn't an attack. What?
18.
18 does hit.
Cool. And I spend a key point for stunning strike.
Huh?
Stunning strike. Let's see. Get it down.
18.
That passes. First.
I assume.
Yeah. Alright, well, that takes some damage. Oh, and this is gonna be with prayers so that I can get some back.
Fair.
15 points of damage.
Alright. You punch into this thing, and you feel the warmth coming off of it as you punch it, but it seems to. What's up?
Okay, I'm gonna punch it again. Double
Nice.
18s. Cool. So 27.
Yeah, that is.
That's not good. 11 points of damage.
How would you like to kill this thing?
Oh yeah. Can I like run and slide between its legs and then uppercut it in the dick? Well, the presume where it would be behind the two back legs. I don't know if that's actually where it is, but metaphorically, that's what I'm doing.
Sure, that's literally what you're doing.
Well, I mean, yes, but I don't know if that's actually where it's.
You don't see any kind of reproductive
Exactly.
organs.
But that's why I'm saying, like,
You do that.
it's the principle.
And it drops.
On principle.
On principle, I punch it in the
right
dick.
in the dick.
And you punch it right in the dick. And it explodes. And I need everybody to make me a Constitution saving throws and more of those clouds.
Third time's a charm. Apparently not. No.
Rick got a 15.
6 for Reverence.
I got an 18. Rick got an 18.
11.
Alright, that's a fail. Technically, I have to use it before I tell you if it
Yeah,
passes or
I'll
fails.
just-
I think.
I was gonna take it anyway.
Alright, so everybody's going to fail except for you. So Rick and Brina take 34 points of fire damage. You take 17, and Wave takes 17. And it kind of just like sort of the gas escapes and it falls over and it sort of like rays up and like turns to ash and then the ash kind of just like
And I'm covered in ash because I was under it.
yes, you are.
Ow.
And you kind of the smoke, the ashes puff up off the arena, and the smoke starts to subside. You can kind of feel the the fresh air again, and as you like kind of what just happened, you're right back in the forest where you were before.
Praise be to Kelm for.
It was weird.
Do you guys
Oh,
wanna-
let's keep going. Is it still daytime or something?
Why don't we
That was weird.
Like,
Yeah.
like 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
and then take an hour break?
See what happens with
Oh no.
you.
I'm excited. I still have my long nose hairs going on.
I do have one question though.
No, they singed off.
They singed away now.
And the embers, the tiny little tieflings burnt your.
Oh
Just tiny little teeth.
Yeah, the tiniest little burning hands.
What was your question?
Oh, what the fuck was that? That's all I got. Fair use. That's all you get.
Yeah, that's fair. Alright, you guys move away a little bit. You're gonna possibly take a short rest.
Yeah, I'd like to take a short
Like to
rest.
drive.
That is fair. Would you like to do anything before your short rest? No. Okay.
Why?
I was gonna assume that you would convert a warlock spell slot to a sorcerer spell slot to cast a spell and then get it back. See what happens.
The way I've been doing it is I'm only using.
I don't know if that's meant, but wait.
Post.
I've been rolling when I use one of my 2 first level sorcerer
I
spell
see,
slots.
I see, makes sense.
Not like,
the other way. Yeah, makes
Yeah.
sense.
and I don't get those back. So yeah, no, okay, chill.
Alright, well, with that, we'll take a short break here.
Woo!
Internet, thank you guys so much for all. You guys fought this thing.
Oh,
Oh, interesting.
that's awesome. Handsome devil.
He's
Oh, my representation of it was pretty close. Give it some more muscles.
There it is, Internet, right there. That's what they fought. That thing.
Just do that, and then give it some cloven ooze.
Weird
There.
goat
Perfect
eye antler
crushed it.
creature thing.
Crushed it.
Rev's Uncle Bad Touch, yes.
That's awesome. I like that a lot.
Okay, so we're gonna take a short break.
It's like that.
Shut up.
And we will see what happens. There's been an interesting
Future is the grave.
fight with a couple different creatures. There was a weird. Oh man, I forgot this was fucking here the whole time.
Oh,
God
no.
damn it!
Now it's cold, maybe.
It's like lukewarm. Jake wouldn't have forgotten.
Jake would
Good night.
remember.
He would have reminded me. Fuck man, that's a lot of coffee.
Pour one out for Jake.
Put it in a pot on the stove or put it in a mug and heat it up.
Yeah, it's possible. Anyway.
Alright, we'll be right back, Internet.
Hi Internet, we're back.
Whew.
Sorry it took a little longer. We were discussing food that delivers nearby. The party's getting a short rest, so if they want to heal, and Rick said he's going to make food.
Yes, I'm gonna whip up something nice. Here you go.
Thank you, this sustenance is adequate.
So everyone will get 1 extra hit point per hit die spent
Alright.
from the meal. Rick.
10, 13, 14, 15.
Is his hit die D12?
It is. Each one's D12 plus con mod.
Alright.
You guys really like that music, huh?
Sketchy. Man knows what he's doing.
Or I could change. I mean, I could change it up, but I don't know. I've been thinking about changing. Actually, I haven't. The Monday night streams we have in like probably the past 12 or so sessions, we just haven't taken a break.
Okay.
So.
Are you guys playing on Monday? It's a holiday.
As far as I know, we are.
Okay, and that's Rise of Tiamat, They Might Die?
Rise of Tiamat, They Might Die, yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna try and watch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try real hard to watch.
Yeah, I mean, Celeste, they're in the 3rd round of combat, and Celeste is already unconscious.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and give her some charges.
The
See if they help.
Yeah, the anti-dragon evil party made by the fact that other characters left. So it'll be an interesting time. All right. So, for those of you keeping track and curious, at the end of this short rest, the party's hair does not grow 4 inches.
Good to know.
At least, not this time.
Brina's just.
Yeah, I'm sure. Our little wispy nose hairs were burnt off in the Ember attack.
It's true. I'm back. Hairless.
Well,
Ish.
yeah. You still got like, actually, I guess all your little hairy arm peach fuzz.
On my wispy,
Yeah, it was a little.
floaty arms, my dandelion arms.
Yeah, they were a little too wispy to withstand the heat. Your hair is fine because it's fire resistant.
My head hair is fine.
Yeah. Yep. It grows 24 inches. No.
No.
Ah!
No. Right?
Start tripping over your own nose hair.
God damn it, not again.
Time up. They're playing jump rope.
Right.
Gross.
Gross. Braid 'em whips. So much you could do. So much you
Anyway.
could do.
You guys get the benefits of your short rest. Everybody roll. You got your hit dice that you needed to and get your healed up. As a just a heads up for you, Tad Cooper, if he needs to, which he doesn't need to right now because he doesn't need to anyway. He has. I don't think he can roll his raptor hit dice, but he has 4 d8 hit dice to heal with if he needs it. I think a nose hair whip would be an strike. I would agree.
Especially for a monk, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Wait long enough and you might get range.
Underarm hair rope.
Grapple. Lasso.
There you go. Alright.
So many things that you do.
You're an odd person.
Ah, that's like the Fairly Odd Parents episode.
That was right. That's why.
Is that what you're referencing?
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
it's always fun.
Mom's underarm hair rope.
Swinging across the straight legs.
Yeah, her braided underarm hair
Oh, Fairly Odd Parents.
Anyway. So you guys, what's the plan? Just continue on?
Yeah, keep on drinking.
Okay. You guys go for the rest of today. No issues. To the evening, time for a rest. Same plan as usual?
I think so.
Okay. Roll a d20, Pat. 10. Cool. Nothing happens. You guys wake up the next morning.
Nope.
Time to continue onward. Oh, wait. At night, before you go to sleep, does anything happen that I need to know about, Sean? No? What? You're
What?
backing out now that it might happen?
Contradiction.
You were so excited.
Yeah, it happened. I got it.
Why not keep getting it?
Because I don't like to be predictable.
I respect that.
Well, the next day continues. And it is, again, a relatively, I feel like Rev betrayed me. Yeah, it feels like harsh.
Called out. by
I didn't
the
promise you
internet.
anything.
Alright. So you guys continue onward for the better part of your day. So Liam, roll me a d20.
16.
Things go relatively uneventfully for this day as well. Travel seems to go by. Nighttime, same deal.
Can we tell if we're making any progress? Like if, I guess, the
I was gonna say,
peninsula that Gouager's on seems closer?
Did one of you guys just hit the table? Like, when you were talking about the peninsula?
Potentially. I didn't.
Okay. Because this pot of coffee most definitely, like, T-Rexed. From the center. Like,
did that do?
nope. Nope. That's weird.
Oh, we're under T-Rex attack.
Cool. Alright,
Wait,
go for
was
it.
it-
Keep going.
Was it that?
No.
I'd like to pick it.
That does it. That's so cool. Ready? Watch.
That is pretty cool.
Alright, sorry.
So anyway,
It was Pat. God, man, they really got it out for you tonight, bud. Anyway, it's always Pat. Yeah. All right. Yeah, it seems like you guys are making headway down. It's getting actually a little bit colder.
Oh, okay.
As you're going further south, and you can see that there is like a small area of snowy and kind of ice.
Then we're cold.
What?
Rick is on point today.
I tell you, I don't know what's going on with Rick.
Yeah, he's having a good day.
He's having a good day.
What's interesting to me as the dungeon master is in almost every scenario where Pat has had to play Rick, Pat has been an excellent role player as Rick and rolled better than Jake.
Yeah.
As Rick.
Yeah.
And sometimes his wave is questionable.
You are a great Rick. And a pretty good wave.
Depends on the time.
I was actually thinking about the game where it was just you and me, and I was like, let's get like practice. He's playing a bunch of Rick. He's doing really well. And I don't have any experience playing Brina yet.
True.
I mean, I was Ember for a couple games.
You were?
Yeah, those were some interesting games.
Yeah.
So I've heard. See, that's why I don't want to miss now, because I don't trust you with my character.
What are you talking about?
anymore.
What are you talking about? It's gonna be fun. It's because it's a fire spell.
Right, so it's that evening.
Okay, so we're definitely making progress.
Mhm.
Even though we're in some kind of weird alternate monster world that looks the same.
It's hard to tell.
We're still going where we're
Is
going.
this where the catfish came from?
Maybe.
What catfish?
I mean, like that Selena, not
Yeah,
Brina.
that was correct.
Just punch things a lot and drop all your dice on the floor. That's how you play Brino. Says the chat.
Oh yeah.
Facts!
Every time I roll.
You got me to, you pinned me down,
Oh,
guys.
one fell.
My moves. Oh no, it's ready here. Oh, look, I rolled it! I got a 4.
No. There are 7
Amazing.
dice trays on this table, but I'm not gonna use any of them.
No, right?
Because they make me roll differently.
No,
I
they
like
don't.
Yeah, they really don't.
Yeah, they make you roll differently, all in one little confined space where you can easily
You
read the
can't
numbers,
confine
and
me,
no
okay?
one. I am very aware.
Don't try to hold me down.
No, I'm not
All I'm
gonna
gonna
hide your
say-
light under a bushel basket.
Do me a
This
favor.
little lad of mine.
If you turn the box that way, yep. Slide it over in front of you. Okay. Take out the phone. I'm gonna do an experiment real quick. Now, be fair and slide your notebook to the left so that the box is resting on the wood. And kind of scooch all your dice to the right side of the container. And roll your d20 and target that top left-hand corner.
Wait,
Natural
natural
20.
20.
I just did the same thing, natural 20s. That was my box. Don't see?
As Pat and I both tried.
18.
Natural 1.
Well, let's show 'em.
I'm a dice. I'm a
But it was
dice.
close. It tumbled.
I'm a dice tower, man.
Yeah.
16.
I go for that's what I've always done with that box, which was
Oh,
mine.
and that's the signature Ted jump.
Yeah, you go for the corner. I just rolled a natural 20, so it's. I'm not saying. Thank you. Yeah, chat says see the books work.
Great products, Elderwood Academy. Check them out.
I want to try rolling the dice that I got from them in this.
Yeah, I go for like a nice little
Maybe it will
to
double
the
up.
corner,
Yeah.
and then try to keep it in that top left-hand corner. I can't say that that's going to work every time, but I can tell you that that was my box.
Maybe some of your good luck will rub off on me.
Or my ultimate thought is that I lower down
Natural 20!
the wood so that there's like a sweet spot. Because if you remember, when we did it at the table upstairs in the Kingston house, that like in a certain spot on the table,
Mm.
Yeah.
there was a certain jump spot where the die hit and it rolled 20s more often than like out in the middle.
Yeah,
Fair.
I remember that.
So,
Interesting.
things to keep in mind.
Hmm.
/ keeping the dice on the table. Also, How proud would you all be if I just made that up on the spot to try to just get her to do that to keep the dice on the table?
I've been really impressed, dude.
I
mean, that would be great because it worked.
Master
First-
manipulator. But now I know.
First roll was
So
a
now I'm not
natural
going to
20.
do it out of spite.
That's fine. I mean, the first roll.
Next Tad Cooper.
That's what it's like.
Because what's the thing that you did that for?
Oh, my
Interrupting
turtle.
Oh, yes.
Alright, sorry, impatient turtle.
Impatient turtle, whatever.
It's
Yes, I'm drinking the coffee.
It's a down
I'm
left.
proud of you, you didn't forget.
Anybody else?
It's a
No, I still have a full cup. I haven't been drinking that fast. I'm sipping a third cup. I'm not gonna sleep tonight.
Okay.
On the road again.
Yeah, so it's that night. Anything gonna happen?
Road again.
This evening before bed.
Shield!
Yeah.
Natural 20! Oh no! Something happens!
Oh boy!
Roll a
Oh,
percentile.
that was good.
47.
So you watch. As you're all like, he's just like, shield appears, but you don't see because it's invisible. And you watch as swirling begins to appear, and it starts to take form within 5 feet of Reverence.
Come on.
And it starts to, you get sort of like a, and it's spinning, the air and the dust is spinning, and it's, and it's growing bigger. And those of you Dragon Ball Z fans, you know the aura effect, that when they start powering up, and it starts little bits of rock to the air. And it starts to swirl, and then you see little bits of sand from the dirt kick up, and like the light catches it, the moonlight catches it, sparkles in the night, and it starts to grow, and it starts to, then as it gets like about to a 20-foot radius, it starts to intensify and kind of come back inward, and you see that the dust in the middle begins to shrink, and starts to form the outline of some sort of large-sized form. And it kind of just like, and the dust and the lightning crackles and everything into the air. Sparkles. As you see standing before you in that space is a majestic black creature. A long, sparkling like the night sky, black with little mini stars in the mane, its back and down its tail. And from the point in its forehead is a swirling spiral horn, a unicorn, a black unicorn, like that of the starry night, appears in front of you. And it just sends in your mind, it's just like,
Are we awake for this?
Yeah, it was right before bed. This kid's probably gonna freak out.
That
Yeah, I'm gonna
is
message.
awesome!
This kid's gonna freak out because you're,
awesome. And it echoes through this forest at night, and you hear it, and like birds into the sky.
Roger Pony.
Did I accidentally do that? I messaged to it.
And it's just like, yeah, I kind of think so.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
I can't always control it.
That's okay. This is weird.
Yeah, so far we've only seen weird tentacle monsters here. Do you know where we are?
No. I'm here now.
Are we still on Evrand?
Yes, maybe. Or a weird alternate side version.
Freak out. Do you wanna hang out?
Yeah, for like
Talking about it, give me a second.
You've just been staring at it really intensely for a while.
yeah, for like a
I
little
wasn't sure.
bit. Like I can feel the magics that brought me here pretty chaotic.
Yeah.
So like I think I got like a good this point, probably like 45 more seconds and then I'm out of here.
Oh, well, it was good to meet you. Do you have a name so I can tell this one?
And he's like, don't tell her.
Oh, I'll make one up.
And he's like, alright, make one up.
Alright.
Cool. And he's like, my name is Theseus, though, if you ever actually need to talk to me again, or find a way to do so, that's my name.
Theseus, thanks.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
So, like, is there anything I can do while I'm here for another 30 seconds that can help you? Because, like, I'm here, and, you know...
do you have any advice?
Cheaters lick the floor.
Yeah,
Duh.
obviously.
Let me just flip to the unicorn page real quick.
Oh, black pony,
Pat, if I didn't already give you inspiration, I would give you all of the inspiration right now.
Crushing it.
Wish that was long. Now I'm petrified. No, but really, I've never seen you.
They're pretty cool.
It's so cool.
And it's like, yeah, hang on, there's something wrong with this one. I don't know why he's like this. And it walks over to you, and it just like, and it just, you see like, as it exhales, there's like starry night sparkles in like the breath exhaust. And it walks over towards you.
Which is
and
break
it just,
or wave?
You wave.
Wait,
It
wait.
touches you on the forehead with its horn, and the smell of death, gone.
Oh, D&D is the best game ever.
And it's like,
clearly now.
and it kind of like nods, and it's like, later, dude. And it's gone in this display of sparkles. In a black and gray monochromatic rainbow.
Out
That's
of
awesome.
both nostrils. Thank
No.
you.
But his name was Prince Monochromacorn. And he said hi.
Writing it down.
As the
I can smell clearly now. The death is gone.
well, that's good.
You are cured of your Wendigo fever. Which would have gone real bad. Because I don't think anybody here has lesser restoration.
No.
What was his name?
Pat
Prince?
could get it when we
Monochromacorn.
when we were leveled up.
Yeah, if he knew that there was something wrong,
Yeah.
specifically disease-based. If not, you're going to turn into a Wendigo in like a couple days.
Fuck yeah.
It's going to get worse and worse, and then you're going to become one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and then we were gonna kill you.
Yeah.
And then what do we do?
Then there would only be one of
Yeah,
ever
just be-
left.
Rick and his new friends.
Rick in the Game. Version 2.0.
Alright. So, that happens.
Ooh.
You guys go to sleep. Or not, if you can't sleep after that.
Dream of Prince
Monochromacorn. Think monochromatic plus unicorn.
The one might call him the antithesis of Lady Rainicorn.
Yes, a rainbow unicorn.
Oh.
Prince Monochromacorn.
Interesting.
I just watched the last episode today.
Yeah?
Super fucking sad.
Yeah, I imagined it would be.
Yeah.
I stopped.
Adventure Time.
Oh, okay.
It's like, ew.
Yeah. I think I stopped after Finn had to negotiate with some extra worldly being to not destroy the world. Gunter!
Yeah.
Yeah. That's when I was like, alright, this is too real.
It's pretty good. I would recommend if you can make it through the last season, like 13 episodes, and I saw the title come up and I was like, oh fuck, this is the end. It was satisfying, but sad. I was hoping Wave would turn and join the Scourge. That would have been an interesting turn of
Oh,
events.
fuck. Mid-battle?
Ooh.
Oh man. Think about that. Wave turns into a Wendigo and joins the Scourge.
Shit.
TPK.
TPK. Oh god, yeah. TPK.
Oh, yeah. TPK.
Another Pat TPK. No, we wouldn't blame you for that one.
Rick wouldn't know.
Rick wouldn't.
They're never gonna give you
That's the right.
Yep. You
You
found it.
have to. I was
You found it.
he's-
That was a good one.
Every time he's been
Gain
hitting
resistance
the
to
mark.
one acid,
Mhm.
force, or poison.
Oh, that would have been great before the.
No, can't touch this.
Well, that was for you. You can give it to Rick if you want. It's for Pat. Pat decides who it goes to.
Cool.
Yeah, so that happened.
Awesome. That guys.
Okay, you guys all take a benefit of a long rest.
Woo!
You move on. The next day. You kind of begin to... you can see kind of the coast now from where you're at.
Mm.
Still a ways off, but like you can see that there's kind of the very thin strip of land without having to climb into kind of the Wyvern Peaks where you guys are currently. So it looks, for at least from what you can see currently through the trees, there may be, you know, a wide enough like area that kind of just hugs the coastline where you guys can traverse without having to climb up into the mountains to get. Yeah, really, you may choose to do that. I don't know what your plan is. If you think having a higher vantage point is more beneficial, you know, actually only you know what it's like to traverse said hills on the south side of Gouger and the dangers that can be found there. But so I leave it up to what you guys. Again, you still have time to make your decision, but just something to think about what your plan is. Because if you're gonna, because you may want to travel along the coast, or if you want to veer off into the mountains now, that changes things.
Okay. Why don't we, I guess, team meeting. What are we doing? Like,
I don't know, I tried to ask this before, but we were like, oh no, we're just kind of going and seeing what happens.
yeah, but I'm an adult, so when I ask it, it has weight. So what are we doing?
Like Tad Cooper's like, oh, sick burn, but he's not because he can't talk. But that's what he's acting like he definitely like.
My brain can't.
He starts to fan her with his arm feathers.
Yeah, and then
Cool her off from the sick burn.
Yeah, he starts.
Not funny, TC.
Wave throws.
Now I will
slash
dispel
in
you.
there.
Yeah, if you can communicate.
I
You
can-
can open that link.
I can kill you like that, Ted Cooper. Don't even.
Oh, that's harsh.
Yeah, I can bring it.
Okay.
Go to your dimension.
So what
Yes.
brought you guys here? Explain that part to me.
Yeah.
Why are we?
So this idiot was swimming in the water.
Yeah.
And he awakened some evil magic, and it was a scourge, and it killed everything, filleted bodies, burnt the town.
Bad stuff. Got it.
Yeah, and trying to like stop it now. So
Okay. So
That's all the information we have to go off of.
more or less.
wait. Let's. So you unleashed the scourge, and you went where?
I did. We ran
Where?
down through the hills.
Yeah.
We ran to the.
I was waiting for it.
hills.
Yep. I knew it was second coming.
I was trying to set it up. I ran away from that Iron Maiden that
Ran for your lives.
yes. And we wound up in the Iridian Conclave.
Okay. And then what'd you do after that?
We went through Concord and traveled through the Conclave, through the forest south of the Wyvern Peaks, and up to the Abbey where.
That's where I came from.
Thank you. Why did you go there?
They had information on a symbol that we got from Ember Tiefling. Thought we could get more information on that, and we got some piece of information about the person, didn't we?
Yeah. You had
How we found out it was the dude's name and all that. We got something.
Well, we found. This is Sean. We found a story of a battle that took place in that area with a description that kind of matched the ship you described.
Okay.
So we think that that's where that. You know,
We just
that it
went
might
there
be
because it was
Oslo.
like a bunch of knowledge.
yeah, correct.
I'm just trying to. I'm doing this to get Rev to know all the things that Sean knows. Okay, so you went up to the. You said you were traveling with a tiefling.
Yeah.
And a guy with bongos.
Oh, Chongo.
Yeah, you know Shango?
Doesn't everybody?
I kind of thought
There.
it is like
His-
the
I mean,
best
he-
music in the world.
His music
Yeah, I
is
was
his
gonna
music
say.
is known. Yeah, even
It's
Tad
just-
Cooper
it's
behind Brina takes his claw, and like you see him like looking at it, and he's like, it kind of like this behind her forehead.
With the shape of on her forehead.
Okay.
got it.
Yep. Behind you, you don't see it.
I know. Somebody knows it.
All right.
All my animal companions always turn into assholes.
So then,
To be fair, Felix
Wait.
always was.
so you
That's true.
ran from the scourge.
No, Gregor was
You
great.
went
Gregor was
to
great. I miss Gregor.
the Abbey, and then why did you go from the Abbey to Rickett's homestead?
Oh, I killed a dragon.
So then we went up.
Like, what'd you learn in the Abbey?
There's a lot.
I learned how to do tattoos and how to punch things.
I meant
and-
specifically
I
about.
will convey all the knowledge to Rev.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then the lead monk told you to go check it out because no one knows what's happening there.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a scouting mission.
Yes.
Oh.
I was just curious.
Do we want to go high then, so we can look down on the town from the mountains and see like what
Wade-
shape
Wade
it's in?
would be like, I don't really think it's a good idea. There's lots up in those hills.
Okay, so would you suggest hugging the coast?
Yes.
We'll keep hugging the coast.
Let's go.
Okay.
Lie down, hug.
Taking it too literally, Brina. That's evident.
Right.
Sean, please
I
roll a
didn't
d20.
put it. I'm having a good time.
12. So you guys continue on for the better part of this day into the evening. Another day's travel complete. You're at dinner time at the campsite that you make. Anything I need to know about?
No.
I'm making stew tonight.
Ooh. Oh my god, this is perfect. It's like having him here.
Yep. Very good.
Okay.
Cool.
Alright, yeah, you guys eat your food and your stew that Rick crafts for you.
Miso soup.
Miso soup.
Not a stew.
Whole lot of tofu or beans out here to craft your miso.
No,
He
he
said
substitutes.
stew.
He substitutes the tofu for rations,
Yes.
and the beans
For the miso paste.
for the miso paste with rations.
Oh, so it's just jerky and water.
It's really-
Jerky and
no,
water.
no,
and
no,
And some
peanuts.
spicy paste.
No, no,
Peanuts.
no. Wade,
And some spicy
Wade goes
paste.
and gets me some seaweed and
Spicy
So you got some seaweed, some water, some nuts, and like trail mix in a pot.
yeah.
That's what I'm getting.
Yeah.
Slap some spicy paste on it.
Yeah.
Should we perhaps try to get some fresh meat?
Very
We could.
sneaky. Snatch.
Yeah,
Snatch.
if you think you could.
I don't know if I can. What would that be?
I don't know.
Grapple check on a rabbit?
Just grab it.
Opposed strength checks.
Got it.
I don't know, with the way Ted rolls. And your
Actually, I
strength-
was like, my strength is
yeah,
0, so it's not great.
A rabbit's is probably like a -4 or 5. But
You
still,
roll one.
you were like Ted rolling. The rabbit would out. It would best you in strength. You'd be like, "Arr," and it would.
Ah, my grip so bad.
It's a jacked rabbit.
God.
He's
You're
on
on-
a
you're on
roll.
points.
It's Jake.
You're on point,
I'm
man.
living through birth.
Yeah,
Jake.
yeah, it's great. I
All
like
right.
it.
Inspiring.
So,
Um,
yeah, let's go try to find some meat.
let's all split up. First one.
Great.
The first one to get meat wins.
I'm gonna go in the water and I'm gonna catch a fish.
You're gonna go on the water and try and catch a fish.
I'm gonna try to catch some stuff.
Make me a survival or perception check if you're trying to track or just look for.
I'm trying to track.
Survival or perception?
Depending if you want to like look for tracks to try to follow something, or just like you're like trying to see it.
Which one would be which?
Survival would be looking at tracks because that's what survival
Oh,
is
then
for.
I'm not doing that. I'm just sitting and waiting.
Gotcha.
Sitting very quietly.
Yes.
And 17.
6.
Cool, you don't see anything.
I don't see anything.
9 to fish.
And Rick? Or is just Rick holding down the campsite?
You'll get a 17.
No, it's not. It's fine.
Okay. Oh, so you're out fishing. You can make me another perception check. Okay. So you see,
Natural 20.
kind of like towards the rocks, you see, kind of moving through the underbrush is like a rabbit. It stops. And it's kind of, there's like a coniferous tree, and there's like branches kind of above it. But you can see, and there's like a little rock here, maybe like this high off the ground, maybe this high. And then there's a tree, and the rabbit's kind of like, just like, doesn't seem to be alerted to any danger, and it's just kind of like around. It's, there looking down at the ground, and like a rabbit does.
Yeah.
And you see it there. What would you like to do?
There he was, just hopping by a tree, sitting in.
You get up to the.
It doesn't see me.
You get up to the rabbit, or to the rock. Doesn't seem to have heard you on your way. It's just on the other side of the rock, clearly within arm's reach. What would you like?
Oh, like a rock.
Try to snatch it.
Okay. It's your athletics versus the rabbit's acrobatics.
Ooh, it might have a decent acrobatic.
Wait, just I have to roll?
Yes.
Oh, gee.
Like an opposed check.
An athletics check versus the rabbit's acrobatics. Roll the corn. See what happens.
11.
Oh, rabbit rolled a 2. You snatch the rabbit, and as you take it out, it's stuck. And you kind of like get it free, and you see there are horns top of this rabbit's head. Jackal.
Because aren't there mythical creatures
That's what I know.
sometimes?
Mm.
It's just a thing. Okay.
It's here. You have it.
Alright.
And it's kind of like screeching. That's what rabbits sound like when they're dying, or in stress. That's what it sounds like. And you have it.
Sorry.
Oh God! Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Rena's
And-
hard. Cold as ice.
She's as cold as ice.
Yeah. You hear. You feel.
Well,
you
we're
feel
gonna
the-
kill it anyway.
You feel the little bones in its neck snap as you twist. You grab those antlers with one hand and the body with the other, and you just crack that neck, and it dies.
Thank you for your sacrifice so that we can live.
And it just goes limp in your little limp rabbit in your little Brina arms.
I'll go back to camp.
You go back to camp.
Are these guys there?
Rick is.
I just looked
Oh,
around.
okay.
No, and
No rabbits.
Look at Peter.
And I'm just gonna sit down. Just quietly.
Killed a jackalope.
the Order of the Antlered Brethren would be upset with you for this.
There's like
Had to find fresh
8
meat.
of them in existence.
Rick, 7 now.
I didn't know! You said to get fresh meat! I found! It was screeching, I didn't want to alert anything dangerous!
Did you make
This is
your
why you
perception
shouldn't
check
send a kid
underwater?
out to do things, guys. This is really
Oh,
on
yeah.
you.
Oh, perception check for me.
Yeah,
Oh, natural 20.
underwater. Yeah.
So
So you
28.
don't catch a fish, but you hear
No, it's fine.
like music. It sounds the xylophone. Somewhere.
I'm gonna
Investigation
feel
check.
bad. She feels things.
I actually don't know anything about jackalopes. There might be.
Attention.
Well, Rick plays along. It's just
Yeah.
7
I
now.
know.
That sounds like Rick.
Brina feels bad about killing something
How
in
much
general.
Rev
At
is
this
up
point.
to 5 charges?
6, including. Well, it was Jake's one for everyone.
Yes.
Then up to 6.
Yeah, 6. Yeah, you investigate around. You don't see where it's coming from at the moment, but you hear this xylophone music
Underwater.
under the sea, you would say.
Under the sea.
That's what it sounds like. That's That's what it sounds like. You don't hear any singing because you don't speak fish.
If you were a trident,
Well, no, it's not. That
If you were a
fish
trident.
don't speak the ancient language of the elements.
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Yeah.
Bloop, 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 bloop,
If you were like a
bloop,
furbog or something, you might speak. You can understand animals. But
that's actually Coatellan.
Hmm.
That's what you were speaking.
bleep blop bleep bloop blop.
bloop, 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 bloop.
So her whole language is
Bleep.
bubble onomatopoeia.
It is
Very serious.
That's awesome.
That's a thing in game.
And
That's
what's
fun.
terrifying is they're what's destroying the dwarves.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, really?
Like Queen Ploop Ploop Pleen.
Bloop, 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 bloop. I can just imagine their battle cries.
And their eyes have like no lids.
Yeah.
Ew. Ugh.
Big old fish-headed creatures running around. They're terrifying.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
That's what almost killed you guys in the first episode. Was one of the ones that has lightning magic. A Kuochoa whip.
And then it was the Demogorgon.
Yeah.
Demogoo! I don't know what Demogoo is. Demogorgon shows up.
That's what
No.
happens.
I just got that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh.
Fun times.
Oh god.
That is a good campaign.
It was a good time.
I liked it.
I wish I'd picked a different and stuck with a different
Monk.
type of monk.
Mm.
I mean, it was good, but it was just kind of, it was boring.
Yeah.
Everything sucked except for your level 3 ability. It's like, I'm a better paladin than a paladin at lay on hands. And that's my whole thing.
And a base monk.
And base monk, yeah.
Yeah.
I got by fine,
Yeah.
but like Shadow Monk would have been amazing.
Yeah.
Or
Oh my God,
literally
yeah.
anything else.
Oh my god, yeah.
Everything-
Everything teleport every turn.
That's what I was gonna be, but Jen Jake's mom told me to be a goblin, so I was a goblin. What?
What?
I would like somebody to roll me a d6, please, as we
Oh.
just got another $50
Hell
in our
yeah!
reliquary pit.
Oh! Another
six.
6. Another weird one.
All right. Please, Faye, tell me what you would like, what those were for. I might have missed the. Oh wait, I think I can get it right now. Hang on one sec. What the donation was for? I think I know, but we'll see. 4 charges for Rev, and 1 for Wave because Pat is on point with his Rick.
Yeah, you are.
It is.
Thank
Believe
you so
I
much.
believe it puts you at 10.
Puts me at 10.
It does.
What's
Alright.
your special called?
Carnivore's Embrace. Let's see what happens. We got another weird one, guys. It's I'm gonna actually. I think I'm looking into either 3D printing or commissioning Chessex to make me a die that says good, bad, weird
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Ooh.
on on the 6 sides.
Yeah.
So
It's gonna be orange.
probably. I mean, if I print it right now, I got orange filament in the printer.
I'm just
so-
gonna say, like, it's on brand.
Did I miss that? Oh, maybe I missed something. You're right. Charges are only $5 each. So there's double the amount of charges in that donation. Thank you, PD, for the catch on that.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
So there are 5 other charges.
there are.
Decide where you want them to go.
Yeah, decide where you want them to go right now. We'll figure that out. Also, at the rate things have been going, we may have to raise charges to $10.
Yeah.
Things have been happening
Exactly.
consistently.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
I know.
We'll see what happens.
Hey,
So,
you're awesome.
actually, I'm not going to roll a d30. That would be silly. Give them to Brina. She'll have an ultimate too.
Yeah!
Okay.
And here comes the giant fist!
Is that the name of your special? Here
Can
comes
it
my
be
giant fist.
I don't think it is called that.
It's not.
Because it's not about a giant fist. But,
But I can make it reach out from my hand and make a giant ink fist.
you can. I would like. I guess we'll have. Celine, why don't you roll me a d30? The Art of Combat, it's called.
AKA, here comes the giant fist! 21.
21, sorry. Oh, I misread that. Was that okay, Faye? I misread that. I thought that was you counting. What did you say, 21?
Yes.
So,
What do we do?
you are sitting there having this conversation. She is at 5, yeah, that'll put her at 10. You all hear this popping sound, and you feel this sensation. You're not sure, it's not really pain at first. But you feel like a part of you is missing. You look down, and you've all lost all of your fingernails. This is everyone loses their fingernails. Everyone.
Like, is it like raw? Like, does it hurt?
It is exposed. It doesn't. It's not the pain of your fingernail being ripped off. They're just gone.
So it's just skin.
It's raw flesh.
I can't use my hands for anything.
And there's just like you just kind of hear this there's this like a tremor through the force of the entire musical world fingernails being lost. All at the same time.
What the fuck was that?
Freak out.
Guys?
Yeah.
Guys?
Yes.
What do I do with my hands?
I don't know, because I don't know what to do with my hands.
What do I do with my hands? Guys. Don't like it. Don't like it.
Guess we just wait for them to grow back?
Don't like it. I'm gonna
Yeah, Mike's just gonna start taking it like
tie
the
little
rest.
things around, little band-aid like things around my fingernails. Wait, you should probably do that. Yeah, man, that sounds like a good
You
idea.
got gloves?
I'm wearing gloves currently. They're just invisible.
Huh?
Watch.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Interesting.
Gloves of thievery.
Very superstitious.
Yeah, that's really weird. You don't know what happened, but if it's just the weird, crazy magic of this realm. But your nose hair grew 4 inches last time, so.
This is an odd place.
Yeah, so, cool. Cool. Why?
Just to
Is
say.
your gloves still on?
Yeah.
Just like glove.
Yeah. I thought it might.
Yeah.
So, keep going. Is it daytime? Is it nighttime?
This was like the next day, yeah.
Yeah.
For the first time.
Oh, we killed a rabbit. We were eating fresh meat.
Yeah, it was dinner.
Dinner time.
I was
making the stew, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember what I was gonna say.
I'm gonna take some, I guess fat I've had from other,
Sure.
and add it into the rabbit because you don't want to just.
It's true.
That's fair.
Fat brings in flavor.
Yeah, that's what happens.
You can get sick from
Your
eating
donations can do things like make the world a musical
So if you're
and
in
make
the
people
wild,
lose their fingernails.
Don't
They
just do
have
that.
an impact.
Oh, good to know.
They do.
Although,
You'll
again,
get sick.
we have always reserved the right to slightly increase the prices on some of these things, and we may have to start doing that based on the amount of things that have happened.
I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, we had 2 last time and 1 this time.
Good for me.
$50, baby.
No. But it may be increasing the price. They increase the price of the charges. We're not there yet. I'm just saying.
No.
This is a
Yeah.
conversation to be had.
Yes.
Alright.
Alright, awesome.
Cool.
Oh god, let's keep going.
Yeah, so you guys keep on.
Keep on.
Next day.
Keep it on.
Keep on
Yeah.
turning.
So it's that night.
Stew. Yeah. Stew.
Yeah, you have your stew. Your jackalope stew. Your pressing fingernails jackalope stew.
I want to keep the antlers
Okay.
in case I lose one.
Yeah, they're a little smaller.
Yeah.
Prosthetic.
Just like tape it to the end of my broken one.
Alright.
Oh,
Oh, use the
I
glue.
was
Stop
gonna
the
say,
glue.
I had the same thought at the same time. Give me that time. I don't actually do.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
It's a good
feel
idea
like-
to not do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys go to sleep for the night, I assume?
Mhm. Same watch order.
Anything tonight?
No! I don't think I'm going to beat randomly rolling a creature that is summoned to cure Pat of the disease that was killing him. I don't think I can do better than that.
Maybe you'll roll something to get all your fingernails back.
I don't know if I want that!
Why wouldn't you want?
Because I don't know. This
Okay.
is it's a trial. Kalimvor allowed this to be, and he's pretty cool, so roll with it.
Alright. Well, you go. You get up the next day. Your fingernails have not grown back. You get the feeling that they're going to grow back at the speed that fingernails grow back, which is like,
A long time.
how long is that? Weeks? Months?
Months.
I don't know. I've never lost a fingernail.
Oh, we can text Ryan. He lost one on his big toe.
I wonder if, do you think fingernails and toenails grow at different rates?
I
I lost a
don't
fingernail once.
think so.
I don't think so either, but I feel like you more often trim your fingernails more than you trim your toenails on like a general...
I agree that.
Ooh.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I think your fingernails grow faster based on that.
Yeah.
I mean, but maybe it's because they're enclosed all the time. I don't know.
I don't know.
Could be.
Inquiring minds want to know.
I feel like nails grow relatively quick.
I feel like you need to, yeah, I don't know.
Because I feel like you trim them every like couple
Oh,
weeks,
no.
maybe.
I'll have to think about that. God help us if they come back ingrown.
Oh god.
Oh no!
10 ingrown fingernails. Just like, they're yeah, you're...
Ugh.
Because you got months without any skin there, like the skin goes up and the nail grows in.
Ugh,
Worst.
that would hurt.
If we get another weird one and we roll that one again, that's what's happening.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
That exact one. Oh, it'll be
This is
excruciating.
how our characters dies because our hands are useless to us.
When he starts training with his maul, or his flail and his teeth.
It starts head.
You can't hold it.
I
I
texted Ryan.
just start elbowing
If he's
people.
still up,
That works. Elbowing and...
I'll wrap my elbows in the wraps.
Yeah, I mean, as a monk, any part of any body part counts as a weapon.
It's true.
Pow, pow.
Alright.
Brass knuckles on my feet, on my toes. Just punch people with my feet.
Did you
That's
kick
called
people?
kicking.
Yeah, but like instead of like with the heel, I like curl my toes like I'm pointing them and
You break all your
Break
toes.
every bone in your foot.
no. You see, it has the brass knuckles on it, so it's like a brace, so they don't break.
That's
It's totally how that works. I don't know.
totally
Fingernails
how that
grow at
works.
an average of 3 millimeters a month.
Oh dear.
How many millimeters is it? Is our
I'm looking at my thumbnail right now. These are centimeters, so that's 10. Mine's like 15 millimeters. Roughly. Guess. Take a
So
look.
like 5 months.
Fingernails require 3 to 6 months to regrow completely, and toenails require 12 to 18 months. Actual growth rate is dependent on the age, sex, season, exercise level, diet, and hereditary factors.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I
the
feel
more
like
you know.
I feel like Ryan's toe was gross for a while. I feel like Ryan's toe never grew back right. Like his toe was permanently changed when he lost his toenail. Which is a mildly entertaining story. I'll tell you offline.
Alright, so
Alright.
you guys continue for the next day dealing with this
Fingernails.
nonsense. And yeah, you guys are kind of now basically at the end of today, you kind of ended near the coastline.
Okay, cool.
So, same deal, sleeping,
Mhm.
no spellcasting.
No.
No?
No more nighttime. Yeah. For the rest of today's game, I think I've peaked.
True. You don't want to
Yeah.
test fate and end up rolling.
I mean, I'm still gonna try and use those spell slots in combat as soon as I can.
Oh, yeah.
See what happens there. But out of combat, I think I've peaked as far as Wild Magic Surge goes.
I'm running out of songs.
Let's call it a game, man. That's
So-
not making fun jokes.
The next day,
Um,
you guys are traveling down the coast. And as you make your way down the coast, you got the sea salt spray coming off the coast. It's nice. It smells kind of refreshing. It's a little warmer down here, kind of by. I mean, a little warmer, but also a little colder, right? Because you got the air off of the ocean, which makes it a little cooler.
Like 20% cool.
Like 20%, yeah, roughly. You had to put a
No.
number to it. And you can kind of like it's beach-esque, and there's areas where it's a little more craggy. And you're kind of moving along the coastline, and the coasts you kind of have to move through an area of rocks, and you sort of come around the corner, and there's kind of rocks along the coastline, and it sort of opens up, and there's a large kind of cleared area where the rocks are gone, and there's some sort of like pedestal podium, you know, kind of raised up maybe 6 feet in the air. Actually, no, probably 10 feet in the air.
Okay.
You can't see what the top of it is. It seems to be roughly flat, and there seems to be a railing. And in front of that podium is a large, flattened area where everything seems to be cleared away, and it seems to be possibly some kind of worked stone, possibly, and it seems like it's almost gridded. And at the far side of that is another similar 10-foot tall podium with a railing. And you guys make your way towards it. And you can you're kind of basically at the podium. And you can see this open area in front of you. You keep going.
Stop and investigate?
Yeah.
Hey,
Magic.
Cedric.
Homecoming.
No, you didn't. It says fingernails specifically. I'm gonna say that claws don't count. So Tad Cooper still has his
wondering about
claws.
that.
Fucking 3. 13.
Kind of just screw up the entire ecosystem. No creatures have claws anymore.
Oh man.
Dwarves have proficiency with stone cunning.
Double proficiency bonus on their intelligence check.
21.
Rick's not, as he looks at this, it's definitely like some kind of worked stone, but he's not really sure. This is bizarre.
Yeah.
Not like anything he's seen.
I don't know what the fuck this is. Gotcha. I'm gonna go up, stand behind the podium, look out, and see if this kind of perspective difference changes anything. Like if I notice anything.
No, you don't
from
really.
Like up on the podium, be like,
so you climb up on the podium.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll climb up on the other podium.
So you have to walk across the open thing to get to that.
Can you go around?
It's kind of like the rocks are kind of craggy.
Oh,
okay. Preventing you from getting over there. You can try. I mean, you can make your way around if you want.
I'm gonna perceive traps.
Did you?
Good call.
Sure.
So 27.
You don't really see anything, so you climb up to the top of this podium, and you kind of look down over the expanse. So you're on this podium. There's a railing, and it looks like this pedestal kind of looks like it is a podium.
Okay.
So like there's railings on either side. You didn't see any mechanism for like stairs or things to climb up here, but it is like a podium, right? So you've got kind of like a chest height, like flat area in front of you. And as you look down over it, you can kind of see that again, the area on the left and right is kind of like rocky. It doesn't seem like it's impervious to your moving through it, but it seems like it's not designed for that. And the other side is similar to what, you know, you kind of look down over this worked stone area in front of you. And, you know, you're kind of looking around, you're there, and you hear kind of like a on the other side, coming from the other area. And what you see, kind of like, you hear, and it sounds like some sort of, like lifting and moving of stone, presumably whatever triggering mechanism on the side that you're on, but on the other side.
Gotcha.
So, and it's slow, crawling. So it's making its way up. And you can make me a perception check from your new vantage point.
11.
Okay. So it takes a little while, but you see something peeking above as the podium is raising.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like it's pointed this way. There's an ever so slightly like from on your shoulder.
Is it time to duel?
And you see a man rise up on the other side with hair, the likes of which you've never seen.
Can you describe this hair
Oh
for me,
my
Ted?
gosh, I'm
It is
excited.
spiky
Yes!
in some various colors,
Okay.
and he looks
Yeah.
at you, and his eyes lock with you.
Okay.
And you see him reach into his pocket,
Mm-hmm.
and he draws forth a box.
Oh. What's in the box? Ted, what's in the box?
He opens the box, and he says, "I think you know what time it is."
I don't have a lot.
And then he pulls forth a card, and that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Does he trust part of the card?
Do you mean
Time
cheat?
to
Do you mean
d-d-d-d-d-d-d- duel. And you see, like, appearing next to you on the podium,
Yeah.
5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 locations. A spot in the front, and a stack of cards appears to the right.
Oh.
Oh, it's on.
And
Gotcha.
we'll see you guys for the game next time.
Oh, this is exciting.
I am excited. Okay, so
He's so
you guys
yes.
ever have like something going on really fun the next like tomorrow,
Yeah.
and you're like, I just kind of want today to be over so I can get to tomorrow. I had that thought in my head. I was like, I gotta go home and go to bed so we can play. Wait, that's many days away.
Many days away.
Like my instinct was like, I gotta go so I can go to bed so I can wake up and so this next game can happen. I gotta wait though.
You do have to wait. You gotta wait a whole week.
So, Internet stuff, thanks for stopping by. Thank you
Yes.
so much for all the donations.
Oh my God,
whole
yes.
bunch.
We-
Thanks for all the charges.
I feel like mid-game, we all kind of just like, thanks, Internet, but like we really, really appreciate it. You,
Yeah, for
you make
sure.
the game so much more fun. Your interactions in the chat, you guys participating, it makes it more fun for us to be here, which makes it more fun for you guys to watch. So thank you so much. Make sure you check out our sponsors, Elderwood Academy, which makes great products that help you roll natural 20s if you roll top right corner.
Left.
Top
left corner.
Sorry, top left. That's why I'm not good at it. I'm good. Also, if you're not a top left kind of person and you're more of a dice tower person like I am, that's fine too. Check out Initiative Coffee. They have a great brew.
Is this...
Also, they make wonderful, well, if you were on the part of the Kickstarter anyway, deck boxes to protect your deck. So that way, you know, everything can stay inside and protected so that, one, people can't take your cards and rip them in half. Or throw them off a boat
Off a boat!
into
Yeah.
the fucking
I
ocean.
don't want that. How do you get those cards back? Your best friend tries to get them back, but you're in
He
the
gets
middle of the
he
ocean.
only gets 2.
But they're useless. 2 of them are useless. Whatever. Not important. Make sure to follow us on social medias. Nerd Immersion on everything.
Yes.
Literally everything.
Or at Nerd Immersion on some things.
Yes. So, we will be back with another Evrand next Tuesday. So that's gonna be fun and interesting to see
Hopefully
what
with the
happens.
return of Jake.
Yeah. I was thinking to make increase the reliquary to 150, then to increase the cost of charges. Just a thought. Yeah. Well, Faye, hopefully the 3D printer. I know we were talking about how you just bought one, so I hope that you're gonna get a lot of use out of it. And we can always talk more on Discord about 3D printing. I am by no means an expert. I've just learned what I've learned. But I do have access and friends that are, I would consider them to be experts in the 3D printing realm that I can always put you in contact with when it comes to printing minis and things like that.
Every once in a while at New Paltz, they have like a class.
They do, yeah.
And I don't know if that's open to the public or not.
Yeah, let me know if it is.
But I'll look into it.
Yeah, 'cause
Next
would
time I get
love
one of those
to,
notifications.
I would love to check that out. So, I don't think I'll be streaming tomorrow because even though this game has been on hiatus for like 6 weeks, the DM moved again, even though he was just settling into a place that he just moved into. So I don't know. So I don't think I'm
What's that
gonna be.
like?
Yeah, I was gonna say. Just move into a new place after you just moved into a new place.
Oh, it fucking sucks.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, we'll be back on Monday with Rise of Tiamat, where they may die. And then Tuesday to see what happens as Reverence is apparently it's time to duel.
Apparently, it's time to duel.
Apparently.
So we'll see what happens. Perhaps if he's to win said duel, Karibo can go home.
Oh, let's hope.
Oh.
Oh, let's hope for his sake. I'm on Team Garibo. Oh, I got dust on my box.
So we will see what happens with that. And then keep an eye on the YouTube. I didn't put out a top 10 video today. I think I'm gonna try to do that twice a month, just to like kind of get back on, get back into a rhythm of things. But there will be this video and all the other gameplay videos, as well as some DM's Guild stuff. And I promise that review of Capers is coming. I need to do that. So, yes. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next week. The donations are awesome, and hopefully, I haven't heard from the Twitch engineer in a couple days. Been going back and forth on how to do it. So, if that works, we should hopefully soon have the reliquary and things possibly where you can use commands in chat to donate specifically to someone, and we can have a graphical bar that showcases how many charges people have. That way you can see at a glance, so you'll know. And then you can, watch the bar go up and watch the number of charges go up and that kind of a thing. So, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Turn that off. We'll see you next week.
Later.